going on, man? We're live. I went live so I could pull the link. I didn't realize I had activated the cameras. We're live. Yeah.
Well, yeah, yes, we
are. Looking for the Distilling 101 page, though. There we go. So I can pull this link. We can post this.
Go talk. Call him. Call him.
Gunner, come here.
Tucker.
Oh, Tucker. Come here, Tucker. Lay down. Lay down.
What's going on, man? Paste the link and all the pages. What's going on, man?
I don't know if I had to do all this shit. It's been so freaking long.
Huh?
I forgot how to do this shit. It's been so freaking long.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Hell, hope you're feeling better.
One of them extended vacations. I feel a lot better today.
It's the last couple of weeks. Hell, when's the last time you? October when you streamed last?
No, I come back from Michigan. Thanksgiving, couple days after Thanksgiving.
Gunner.
All right, let's see. I want to make
what
sure.
What am I missing in the moonshine world?
Well, I want to make sure that people can see this and that they don't have to be necessarily in the that actual group to see it. I hope not. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, we're on YouTube as well and Twitch, man. We're all over the damn place. Let's see.
Well, I have to grab my glasses. I can't read.
What do you have to look at?
Okay. Comments?
Gunner.
Man. Why is it much?
Gunner, Tucker.
There we go.
Gunner.
I do want to bring my truck.
Gunner. That's why you.
Well, I want to make sure it's streaming to Field Village page. Let's see. Yeah, it should be the Moonshine Militia page. Oh, it's Moonshine Militia, not Field Village page. Yeah. There we go.
Crystal.
Damn, you think they'd alphabetize those or something over here.
How's it going, Curtis?
We have to welcome everybody in the room. Keep the chat going while I try to find our YouTube page and make sure.
Drummond Live. And I can't use them glasses, the wrong ones.
Did you get Terry's?
Can't read that name either. My good glasses are in my truck. So I apologize for the first person comment. I can't read your name. Drummond son?
No,
Drummond son?
None of it. Yeah. There we are. Now, what in the hell? I've got this saved. It's part of my.
Damon, so you'll probably be on later.
Subscribe to that. What the hell? All right. So those who haven't already, I'm gonna post the link. Those who haven't already, go to our. I just posted a link for it. Moonshine Militia page on the YouTube. Be sure to like and follow. What's going on, Curtis? Drummond son. Every time I say it, it reminds me of that. If you ever remember a beer called Drummond Brothers Beer?
No. Might have been a little bit before my time.
Yeah, well, it's back in the returnable bottles. You get it in a
Well,
big wood box, and it come in
mm,
returnable bottles, nice boxes. And this
yeah, I
was
never heard of them.
80, 80, 81.
80s. It wasn't some up in Michigan I ever seen, man. I remember the
But
80s.
I used to have a box. I don't know if I still got it or not, but if I'd have known looking back, collect. Oh yeah, I mean it was a cheap beer too. You get the box, the bottle, everything cheap as fuck, and return those bottles. And it's even cheaper. You could return the bottles in the box and get it like $5 a case. It was cheap as
Yeah.
fuck, and
Winston,
we drink a lot of that.
no. You don't come home.
What's the weather like up there? You any snow
It's
today?
not bad. I mean, it got in the mid 50s today. It's pleasant. It's
It was
cooling
nice
off,
out.
but I don't think it's gonna freeze again until late this week.
It was nice out over here today.
Yeah, it was in the mid 50s, 56 here today.
That's about where we were, I think.
Trying to see. We're good till Wednesday night, and then it's going to start getting cold Wednesday night through Friday. The night's going to be cold, but 57, 39, 41. It's not too bad. There is some moisture headed our way, though. Hopefully, we get it as rain.
Really? See,
Well, it's cool that we can
Northern Michigan,
see.
they're
Let me see here on Twitch. Let me comment on Twitch here. Make sure it's working. Yeah. Cool. So we're twitching. Hopefully we can pick up some new members from Twitch. People watch it and
I have no
start getting
idea what the
interested.
hell that even is.
Huh?
I have no idea what Twitch is.
You never been to Twitch? You ever done much twitching? Well,
No,
I watch
I
a lot
Twitch,
of
but
game streaming, and I'm probably going to definitely start doing some game streaming. I don't know if it's going to be Call of Duty because it's just gotten out of hand. It's shit. This season's the worst. It gets worse every season. But the first Warzone they came out with was probably one of the best, one of the better maps and everything.
I couldn't sit and play a game for 5 minutes.
And then it just seemed like it got progressively worse. They kept caving to the demands of the streamers and the cheaters, and it just kept getting worse and worse.
Oh,
And this season it's probably the worst ever. And it's Treyarch. It was supposed to be somebody that is generally better in the past doing it. It's ruined. So I'm looking for a new game to play. There's not many people playing, but now it used to be Call of Duty had more people playing it by far than any other, first person shooter. And, they're not even in the top 5 anymore. So they've let that $1 billion business just slide. And I guess as long as people buy that shit, they'll continue to do it.
well, I invited Jason and Tiana or Tanya to see if they want me.
Hey,
Jason and Tanya. But it's been a
yeah,
busy day for them. They're out Christmas
seen them.
shopping.
I ain't seen them in a while.
I know, so I figured I'd have to come on. I ain't heard nothing from them.
I need to get my buddy Mikey Frayne on here. He's just opening up his distillery.
Really?
We need to get him on here one of that Mike Frayne.
Huh, I didn't know he was.
Yep, he opened up his own distillery.
Where's he out of? Where's he
I'm
from?
thinking. I'm.
Is it Indiana?
I was thinking it, but then I was thinking Missouri, but then I think it is Indiana. I,
I think
I
it
was thinking
was.
Missouri, but that's just because it's I think legal. Yeah, I
I
think it
think
is.
it was. I think it was Indiana. Well, you want to do a shot? Get it started.
Yeah,
I'm drinking store bought liquor, but it's a good store
yeah,
bought
it's
liquor.
Indian. It is Indian.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know how the hell I was thinking Missouri. This the bottom of this quart, peach. I've hit that hard in the last 2
Patron.
weeks.
Do the Patron.
Let me see if he. Oh.
That's a good tequila.
Yeah, I'd rather invite him on. Do an official, make it.
Yeah.
He's on there
You like
now. He should
Patron?
be watching.
You like Patron?
Huh?
You like
Patron?
Patron?
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah! Who doesn't? I don't like paying for it.
That was a kid Christmas gift. But I like it better
Oh,
over day, and I like to be able to run a tequila like this. Like,
that Bud Light.
huh?
You drink a Bud Light?
Come on, really? The only can of
Bud
beer you ever
Light.
find in my hand.
Drink a
No,
Bud
no, no.
Light. What's
No,
going
sir.
on?
Look, have you even started your Christmas shopping yet?
Yeah, man. I do mine on Amazon. I'm fuck a bunch of store. Actually,
Well, I
and I got to go to the store and she gets a discount where she works, so we'll go do a little
yeah,
shopping there.
I
Shopping,
figured
buy a
I'd send
load
you. Well, I'll figure out what I want and have you put it on your list.
of shit. Yeah, they fire you. They fire people for that. Yeah, they got
No,
a lot of stuff though, but it has to be in
I
store
said,
purchase. It can't be,
I
what
said,
you order offline and stuff. So,
no, I said, I'll figure out what I want and you can put on your
oh,
list to
I
get
mean,
me.
still, I hadn't had my shot yet. Man, that's good 100 proof.
What is it?
That peach.
Your peach?
I wish you'd have tried this tall pines. Hopefully, for a mall's gone, you might get a swig of it. But
What
this
is
stuff
it?
right here, this is what mine would have tasted like if I'd have post flavored with that Olive Nation. That's what they
Yeah.
post flavor with, and it tastes just
Oh,
like
really?
mine, minus the peach flavor from the Olive Nation. But it's got the same
Mine is
sweetness
the
as that
peach
Olive Nation.
flavor.
Yeah,
Does it?
I distilled every bit of that peach flavor out of that damn Olive Nation concentrate. But the sweetness carried over, and it's got the exact same sweetness, you know. But it just doesn't have that peach punch. Gotta have that peach
Um,
punch, man. It sucks though.
William said they'd come on, but it's his daughter's 13th birthday, and he's got a bunch of girls sleeping over there
Cool,
for us.
cool. Happy birthday. Yeah, I wish I'd known that. I want to get Mikey on here, and I'm going to be gone next weekend. I wish we could. Let me send him a link,
Mikey.
see if he wants to jump on there.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
Boy, everybody's opening up distilleries.
Hell yeah, man.
I know one going up in West Virginia. Now this Mikey and The one going up. Who's it? The other one going. Come on, Puck. Hold on. Yeah, 50 yards. Tanya.
Let's see, message received. Me reply.
All right. I'm done talking people now. So, who is that? Everybody in the audience?
I don't know.
Go down like you can't see you in the audience.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, I think we got 6 people on one of them. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we got maybe a couple on Twitch watching, maybe. Looking nice.
Oh, I can't see any of that.
And let's see. Open.
Well, I figure my match in next week. Figure get a match in before I can't match in anymore.
Yeah, I think I should have dual streamed. I should have streamed it to Militia Page and Fieldbillies.
Well, what are you streaming it to?
I'm talking about on YouTube.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, right now I'm streaming it to the Distilling 101, where the origins are. The destination is Distilling 101,
You
the
gotta go to Mount
YouTube
Pedronco?
and Twitch. Hi.
You gotta go to Mount Pedronco?
I'd have to add it, and I can't add it.
No.
I can't. I've tried it. I can't add it. Did you add me back as admin on it?
I never took you off.
Well, when it changed, I can't even do it anymore. I don't even see it.
I'll have to hold it, see what happened to
It
it.
might be something I'm doing. We need to maybe after tonight or tomorrow sometime we can tinker with it and see, because I've got to figure out how to get Rumble. We got Rumble and Kick, and usually Rumble's not too tough to get streaming to, but for some reason it didn't want to work tonight, and Kick is a bitch. I don't know what the hell's going on with Kick. I got to talk to my buddy about that.
With the free version of StreamYard, you can only go to 2 different destinations.
Yeah, but we ain't using the free version, brother. I'm not.
2 free version, you can only get 2 destinations.
Right. Well, this ain't the free version.
No, I know. I'm saying though, with the free version.
Right. Well, we did good with it with the free version. It still has its place. It does fine. I mean, for really basically Facebook and YouTube is the two biggies. I know there's a pretty untapped market on Instagram, that we need to get into, but it's a little bit more complicated and stuff. So we gotta figure out how to do that. But it's a wide open market on Instagram. TikTok might be shutting down in a week or so. So
that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all.
I mean, it is what it is. If they have enough evidence to do what they need to do, then by God, do it. I know it's going to hurt a lot of people, but you know, in the thoughts of national security, you got to take one for the team, and they've been talking about it for a long time, so it's not like it's something they just found out yesterday and going to do tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
So everybody had a little bit of time to plan, and that's why I was thinking about getting on there and joining, but after all this, what's going on, Chris? After all this, I decided not to. What's going on, Justin? Let's see here. highlight that so Roger can see it. Uh,
We
in
cook
making
the
fruit
apples
mash, if
to a
I were
thick
to cook
sauce.
down apples to a thick sauce, reducing the water and hopefully concentrating the apple flavor, thoughts? Absolutely. But thing is, you got to have some water, and you got to have some
Yeah.
viscosity to it. Um, but you don't have to make it thin, real thin either. And what I would do is get your if you got a hydrometer, you know, keep doing the concentrating it like that, but adding apple juice instead of just water. Use apple juice. That way you don't
Or
throw
apple
it with
cider.
water. Yeah, or apple cider
100%.
exactly. Apple cider. Yeah,
100% for apple juice. You
yeah.
don't
Make
want to
sure
do
you don't get the
like
kind
a
that's got the potassium metabisulfate and all that shit in it. And it's gonna hurt your yeast. Even if it does, with that, if you got a pretty good size, 20 or 30 gallon, a gallon or two really gets diluted out. It's not going to hurt too much, especially after you let it sit a day. I'd use some pectic enzymes on your apples. That'll help break down the pulp after you cook them down and you have them thick like that. Um, if you got a drill with a paint mixer going, add your pectic enzymes and stir those in real good with that drill mixer and let it sit overnight, at least 24 hours. Let those pectic enzymes work, and then the next day, hey, Park will tell you how to do it. Uh, and the next day, after 24 hours, it should have them broken down pretty well. It'll break down all that fiber and all the pectins and stuff for you, and then you should
and
have a pretty good juice. I mean, um,
if you
one
don't
thing,
happen to have, go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead.
One thing I will warn about against is when you cook down the apples. I mean, don't make it thick like an apple sauce or an apple butter or something like that, because when you start browning and caramelizing those fructose or any sugar, it makes it a complex sugar, and yeast won't eat it. They start bonding together when you caramelize them like that. If you follow me, they're not simple um, monosaccharides or disaccharides anymore. They become trisaccharides and what's called oligosaccharides, which is anywhere between 3 and 12 um, of these molecules bonded together, and the yeast can't eat it. So you don't want to, it'd be great for something like that you want to put in maybe your infuser. Definitely cook them down, and reduce them like that real good. But um, probably don't want to cook them down too much. What's going on, Fred? Hey, Lisa.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lisa's
you
in.
can see everybody in there, huh? Yeah, I mean
What
it's
are they all
this
in?
is, and then the next day after your pectic enzymes break it down, drop your hydrometer in there and see what kind of sugar levels you got, and if you want to make a true apple brandy without sugar, then you can take that and start, taking the liquids out of it and cooking those down a little bit and seeing if you can reduce some of the water out of it and leave some of those sugars behind. That'd be interesting way to do it, though. Yeah, for sure. But definitely don't want to
If you don't have
caramelize.
pectin enzymes, you can freeze your apples and thaw them back out.
Yep, yep. Yeah, basically when you freeze it, it's doing the same thing as the pectic enzyme. Pectic enzyme is just eating the outer
Wait a
cell
minute, Jeff. You don't.
wall,
That's where I was
and if you
going.
freeze it, it expands, the moisture inside that cell and busts that wall open just the same. So it's opening up those cells and releasing all that, sugar, fructose.
Both ways work great. I've tried it both ways.
Yeah.
I like freezing. I get um, better flavor. I think I like the apples anyways when I
Well,
done my
thing about
last one.
apples, if you can get free apples, it's awesome, and it's definitely the best way to go, and definitely makes the best brandy. bad part is it takes about 20 gallons or 20 pounds of apples to make 1 gallon of liquid. So, if you're trying to buy it at 99 cents a pound, it's $20 a gallon for apple juice. So that's when apple juice for $1.49 at Kroger starts looking pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Then when you consider that and mix that with some cider. So, what I've had to do is because I don't have anybody give me tons of apples and I don't know no orchard owners, and I'm not out in the country and fortunate enough to have some neighbors that have apple trees, but um, I do a combination of apples and juice and cider, help help things along.
Bring Lisa on stage.
Anytime, brother.
She got big news the world needs to know about for the
Yeah,
community.
I don't even. I see her comment, but I don't see her as online there. Let's see. Yeah, she wouldn't. Oh hell!
What?
I forgot to call Philbilly today.
What supposed to call him about? Oh,
About
you
a
gonna
horse.
call
Had to call man about a horse.
him? You ended up with a mule.
Nah, got enough asses around here.
Huh?
All right, let me take it then. All right, at least jump on here. She's been babysitting.
Was she babysitter?
She might be.
I was reading the Farmer's Almanac. It says that we're supposed to have an extremely cold winter, but
No,
below
not
or
according to.
above average temperatures, below average snowfall.
I thought it was the other way. I thought it was above average
No,
snowfall, or above average temperature. I heard because of El Nino and all that shit, it wasn't gonna be as bad.
even according to the woolly worm, it's we're not supposed to have that bad of a winter.
Yeah, yeah.
So y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man. I bought 2 damn turkeys and we cooked those for the last couple of weeks and ate all the trimmings and made more corn pudding and stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy and green bean casserole and man, it's been so good.
I smoked 2 ducks and I smoked a turkey for 6 hours and deep fried it the rest of the way.
Man, is that your first
The
fried
rest of the
one?
way.
Is
First
that the
one, yeah,
first?
that I've done. Yeah. My
Yeah,
brother does them
man,
all the
it's
time.
awesome. Is that not the
Oh
best?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
And
man,
with
they're
that
so
smoke flavor
juicy.
trapped in there.
Yeah,
The
man.
cherry I smoked them under cherry wood. Oh my
Yep.
god.
You cut into them and all that water just gushes out, man. It's like, wow. Got that nice
Yeah.
crust on the outside. Yes, sir.
Yeah, at Christmas I'm gonna double smoke a ham and then smoke another
Well,
duck.
we cooked the ham today. Right. I should say, and
Tucker?
cooked the ham today. We didn't do nothing. We watched football and fucking basketball.
I like double
Yeah,
smoking
about a
a
barrel
ham.
too, Chris. Yep. He knows. He was watching last night. I gotta get my
What's
barrel.
up?
Toby ain't claiming. I'm getting another one of them 15s.
Oh, off of
Fibby,
Wesley, off
Phil.
Hillbilly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
Yeah.
buying one of them ones that Wes is making.
Well, oh
Maybe
no, this is
maybe
all
after.
wood barrel. This is regular 15 gallons. Those go up to
Oh, yeah.
5. This is 15.
Yeah, that 15 I got, that'll be plenty for me for now.
I have 2 barrels. One's going to be brandy, one's going to be bourbon. Well, I guess it won't. It was awesome, Lisa. We won. We slacked a little bit. We were playing an easy team, but we won. It was a fun game to watch because it was a kind of a relaxed game and got to see some kind of highlight dunks and all that. They were kind of playing easy. But we had
At least
another
they're
game
gonna come on.
tonight against Louisville. UK against Louisville, and that was a big rivalry, and it was a good game. We beat them by 10 or so, easy.
Is Lisa coming on?
I don't know. I sent her the invite.
That's the day you coming on?
Lisa,
Lisa.
we know you see and hear us.
Damon said he'd probably come on or was gonna
Yeah, I don't
try or
know,
something.
Chris. I got the dibs on it. Those ain't easy to come by. That's the perfect size barrel, really. I mean, a 25 really out of the realm, but they start getting heavy, heavy, heavy when they get that big. The alcohol ain't light. It's probably 7 pounds a gallon, ain't it? This would be a good little thing to Google.
Never waited. At least was saying something about she wants to do like a little contest and see who's get a bunch of easy starter mash bills together and pick one and see who pick the best
That's
one or
right.
whatever or
7 pounds
something.
per gallon. Damn, I'm good. Well, it's a little bit lighter than water. People don't understand how some kind of liquids can be lighter than others. It's weird, isn't it? Because you think pretty much all liquids would weigh the same, unless it's like freaking got lead or something in it. But yeah, but 100 proof weighs 7 pounds per gallon, and water, of course, is 8.34. So it's lighter than
So
water.
what? If the lower proof is a lighter weight,
No, the higher the proof, the lighter the weight. The
oh,
lower the proof, the more it weighs because it's got more water in it.
water, yeah. Yeah, it does make kind of sense. Kind of makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. So you get those 50-gallon barrels full, that's 350 fucking pounds. You get it, a
Yeah.
22, that's 100, 50 pounds. It's a lot of weight to carry around. I mean, I can carry 150 pounds, but, it ain't going to be easy on this old man. But a 15, that's only, 80 pounds.
Or
That would
the
be
itself weighs a ton.
85 pounds, maybe. Yeah. In the barrel, I probably go in about 120, Justin. 110, 120. With the brandy, I'll probably go in a little lower. Um, Probably go in 100 with the brandy, probably 110 to 20 with the bourbon, which probably makes it not a bourbon too. I don't want to go into a bourbon or into a barrel too high proof. Um, you get too much penetration into the pores of the wood, and you pull out a lot of tannins and instead of character and flavor, and it's best to try not to go for sure over 130. But I know this Elijah Craig, this is 118 proof, but I've seen them over 120, so that tells me they're going into those barrels probably at 130. But they got millions of barrels to fill, and they don't have a lot of rick houses, and that's an economical thing over really a flavor issue. But they say 110 to 20 is pretty good, pretty good numbers to go in at. What's going on, Jason? Yeah, the wood. Yeah, that is right. I'm not wasn't counting the wood, the weight of the damn barrel itself. So yeah, let's see. 15 times 7, that's 70, and 35 is what, 105, plus the weight of the barrel and the water in it that it's retained. Yeah, it's
Fucking
yeah. You
barrel's
don't want
heavy.
won't go too much over 15 if you're gonna be moving it around, but you know, yeah, 120 I think is a pretty good number.
So where are you seeing all these comments at?
Into the comment section on Skies. You asked.
Oh my god.
On StreamYard underneath comments, you gotta check it.
I do,
Over
but
on the
all I got
right
is
side. You might be on
I am on the
advantage.
right. Yeah, I'm on the no. It says comments on the left side of the top. It says private chat. But all I'm
Oh, are
getting
you
is
on your
like,
phone or on your
no, my laptop.
laptop? All right.
Uh,
You're welcome, brother.
like, you see where like you put the link up in YouTube. You put the link
Oh,
up
he
in.
asked how far the proof drops. You're not get a lot of proof drop. You'll get some. I mean, it's not going to be substantial. You go in at 120, you might come out at. It really, of course, depends on the time too. If you're going to go 4 years, if you're going 8 years, the longer you go, of course, the lower it's going to come out at. You're gonna lose some of that angel touch, angel cut. But you're not going to lose 5 or 10 proof over 4 or 5 years. It's not gonna it's not gonna be that big a deal. And this stuff, like I say, this stuff is coming out. A lot of these barrel proofs I see, I know they go in close to 130, and so this is coming out 12, and that's after 9 freaking years. So yeah, I think we're safe. No, this is 12-year old. I'm sorry, 12 years. It's good shit too, by the way.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run
Barrel
me some.
proof.
I'm
Good
gonna run me
stuff.
some Tennessee whiskey. Put in a barrel for 5 years and get $70,000 out of it. Like
Well,
Mark and Digger just did.
yeah. You believe that shit? Or they could have
70.
gotten that, but Kelly supposedly took it and cost them
No, it
whatever.
was they caught the guy that took it, and he said he stole it because his wife had doctor bills and he fell in hard times, and so they're taking the guy. They made those guys write out a trust deed to him on his land, and he's gonna let him make payments, and when he pays off their debt, then he's gonna
Sure, I'm,
they'll
I'm
give their
sure
land
they're
back.
gonna let them do coercion
That's right. Yeah.
felony over. It's good. It's a fun show to watch.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but some people think it's not the real. But when it
oh
comes to
yeah.
things like that, they ain't doing all that. It's just for fun to watch. But I mean, shit like that did happen back in the day.
Oh, I
You know,
believe it.
yeah,
I believe
oh
it.
yeah, shit like that definitely happened back in the day. You get caught and you get a clan of shiners after you. Yeah, you're gonna make amends real quick. Yeah, I'd say most of it's not real. I think they let them kind of have their way and let them do a lot of creative stuff and have fun with it. I
The
think
whole
there's
thing's
certain
scripted
scripted,
anymore.
I think there's certain scripted,
Like,
boundaries
Hooker,
that they want to keep them kind of, do what you want, but stay within these boundaries kind of
Steven,
thing.
give me a beer.
Did you say take a shot or did you say get a beer?
I get a beer, but I'll do a shot.
I think
We'll do
I think a
shots.
shot's equivalent to one beer, isn't it? You have to shotgun a beer for every shot. What
I
are you
got a
drinking,
shot.
Patron?
Patron.
Damn, Patroni.
Throwing silver.
Yeah, but I'd say most of it is kind of they have boundaries and guides. We generally want to get this done today. But as far as scripting, they're not saying, they're not having to read lines and read from
No,
a
it's just
script and read the exact words. I think they let them ad lib pretty much all the stuff that they want to.
what that word? What would that be called?
There's that girl. What's up?
God damn it, Tucker.
So y'all was having a good time last night. Where
Hey, Lisa.
they were tripping the light fantastic last night, Rod. You missed it.
Huh? What was going on?
They had little mushroom gummies going on. They was all happy time.
Oh,
Their little cheeks were
nobody
all like
still. Nobody
smiling
sent
so
me
big.
any.
My,
Nobody sent me any.
I didn't get none either.
my cheeks were so red. By the time I get funny. Oh, my
I
ribs.
wake up. If I do that, I wake up with my face hurts from smiling so much.
Mine does right in here.
I ain't used to smiling so damn much.
Yeah, pull something smiling.
So, when you plan on running your, or when do you plan on mashing in?
I haven't gotten the still yet. Whenever
Well, when you plan on,
yeah, he's gonna send it out, and I get the vinegar and stuff for cleaning.
Yep, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited as all get out.
Yeah, that's awesome looking
you
infuser thumper's
you
got
should
on
mash
there.
it now. This way it's ready. As soon as you gotta do is do a cleaning run, and
Randy
And
said he
then
was gonna send some corn and amylase.
that's a different. Hell,
cool. Do what?
yeah, that was different. I was looking at it, like, what the hell is that
Oh,
box?
you see it? I like it square. Definitely different. It's unique.
It's
I love it.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's something that I
Figured
don't
it out.
understand yet, but
Yeah.
I will.
Think-
So you got your mash barrel ready?
I have
Oh,
a barrel. I just
okay, that's cool.
Awesome.
trash can. I get a stirrer on a drill.
That's a
there.
different looking
Yeah,
rig.
get your little paint mixer. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So clean that up. Do you have anything to use other than bleach to clean it?
Yeah, that square. I mean, that's a hell of a something.
I used to use bleach a long time ago when I first
Come on,
ages
talk.
ago, and
God,
you definitely Star
it's
Sand's what
first
you want to use, but
square one I've seen.
huh?
I couldn't hear
I couldn't either.
him.
He's playing his game on his phone. It looks like you're starting to break up now.
Oh yeah.
You may have to get on that phone, bro.
I got a one of them windshield covers, that people use in the wintertime.
Right, right.
Cover their windshields, like insulated, to wrap my barrel with.
Cool.
Warmth in there.
What?
Yeah.
Got
You
a
gonna bring
mini.
it inside? You had to bring it inside, don't you?
Yeah, it's 20
To
degrees
say,
out. Yeah. It'll have to stay in.
Was it
Little mini cap
what a trash can?
to set it on, keep it off the floor,
yeah.
so it's not sucking cool off
If
the
you
floor.
see, you ever see a foundation foam and the foam they put in walls and ceilings and stuff like an inch or
I
2 inch thick? If you find a big
don't want
square of
you
that,
bleaching a plastic
just to set your garbage can on that, and
can.
it'll keep it up off the floor good.
I wouldn't use bleach it up. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I would.
I don't know.
I
Alcohol
wouldn't
might
use
eat it up though.
bleach it up plastic.
Yeah, a little
Shit
bleach
up,
and alcohol
no,
might eat it up. I don't
no,
know,
Terry
mash don't get
text.
that strong.
I said, you know, I wouldn't use bleach it up.
No. Well, suffering from the buffering. Yeah,
Get yourself
that's funny.
get yourself an aquarium
They say if
heater.
mold gets into like little scratches and stuff inside
Right.
plastic, that peroxide.
Okay. Because I know she's texted me a
Right.
couple
I
times.
use Star Sand.
Yeah,
It's pretty good stuff.
I'll have to look that up.
It's very concentrated and it's not an expensive bottle to buy, but considering how little amount per gallon it takes, it's very economical. It lasts a long time. So but I mean, you wash it with your dish soap generally like you normally would. Wash it,
But
clean it up
Can you get off your
good,
computer for a minute? I'm
and
having
then once you
trouble.
get it to
I'm
that
not
point,
on the
then you
Wi-Fi. I
put the
actually looked
star
at the
sand and
computer.
water in there and just
All right.
slosh it around,
It
and
is on.
it disinfects. It's more of a
Yeah, this channel takes
disinfects
Wi-Fi.
than a cleaner, but it it,
You know, let me
it
go to the old.
disinfects pretty well.
Yeah, like
I'll have to
Plus,
look
you
Maybe
got
that.
star
heads
sand on
after you get
everything.
this done. You'll have some heads to pipe it down with every time too.
Right, right. I'm sure I'll get into them little tricks. I've
Yeah,
been
this
watching
big
all kinds
for.
of videos.
Yeah. So you excited, huh?
Oh, wicked excited. I just,
You got a burner,
yeah.
turkey fryer,
Yep. Tim got me a brand new turkey fryer, and
And
he got those.
so you got to rinse.
You can hear. Right.
right, right,
You know those window wells they put around the basement windows
right,
and foundations, those
right.
metal ones? He's got two of those to go around it for the wind, for when I'm
Perfect.
outside.
Now, is it what type of burner is it? One of the jet burners, or is it one of the lots of little holes burners?
Lots of little holes.
Banjo burner.
Banjo burners,
Banjo.
rings of holes.
Yep.
Perfect. That's the kind you want. Awesome. Well, you
Yep.
good
It's
to
in the
go.
box. I haven't even really.
Banjo
He just got it.
Awesome.
jet burners work if you got a deflector plate put across the top of it.
Yeah, yeah. The jet burner's fine.
I mean,
Yeah, get like a pizza
that's what I
pan or
do to
something like
mine.
that. Put on it, or little cookie sheet or
I
something.
just
Put in
took
between it.
I just took galvanized metal and put it on top of my stand.
Yeah, it's
I
a
put my
cookie sheet. Work
spot on
just the
top of
same.
it.
Anything cheap, just
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I got a 20-gallon pot. It's kind of hard for a cookie sheet to sit.
Hey, them cookie sheets are that damn big. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
How big's your cookie sheet? I ain't got any big ones.
You don't have big cookie sheets like 2 by 2.
No,
Well,
no.
you need to get bigger cookie sheets.
My
I
my
don't
You'll
fucking
make enough
use them.
cookies, man.
Hell
It's
no.
almost
She don't bake.
the same size as your oven rack, man. These big
uh,
ass cookie sheets. But no, I wouldn't use the ones I got because they're double walled and there's like an air gap in them, so
in
they're
them.
air
Yeah.
bake.
Well, all I done is I took some
Size.
galvanized metal and I put it right on top of the burner frame.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
set my pot right on top of the
sure.
galvanized.
I mean, it's a
Uh,
lot less efficient, but it's a lot cleaner and more even
Mm.
burning. When you do that. But yeah, you won't have to worry about it with that banjo burner. It'll
nah, well,
disperse that heat pretty evenly.
So
I plan on getting a banjo next.
Yep.
he was doing it with the infuser. I didn't know what he was running. Did you see the video Phil Billy posted?
Yep.
There was a fuser going.
He had purple stuff on the top, and you could see in that little sight glass,
Yep.
Yeah.
how it was bubbling up.
Right.
So I didn't know what he was running, but I didn't know
So
what
how
he.
do you?
He might have been cleaning and just asking if he's
I don't
been cleaning.
understand how you refill that jar to infuse with.
Well, what you do
When
is
it's well, I mean,
That's
what
only
you have to
it's just
do. What you have to do is get another valve, and you got like a valve at the where it goes into the infuser. You got a valve there, and then you got a valve at the top of a spool, like a
right.
little 4-inch spool, and then you go into the jar. That way, you can shut off both those valves and take the jar off in the spool.
But you got to turn it upside down on top of the infuser.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
same with
saying.
the spool.
It'd be like taking this. Okay.
It require two spools to do it that way. Me personally, I just put a spool up there and put a valve on top of the spool and just open up the spool, fill it up, and then close that valve and then open up the bottom valve and let it in little by
Because,
little.
I mean, you
But the
can.
thing about it is his thoughts are you can put a half a gallon of jar on top of that. It'll fit a half-gallon jar. And really, with a 15-gallon run, if you're not not doing any infusing until you get to the hearts, really, do you need more than a half gallon of infused liquids?
I
If
don't start fusing till I'm in my hearts.
right, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So yeah, she
But
would need.
then I still, for me to get the flavor that I want, I still infuse like every jar. I'll
In
drain
the
it,
jar, I infuse.
reinfuse,
Yeah, in
drain
the
it,
jar.
reinfuse.
Right. But you're not doing a half gallon at a time, are you?
No, I'm doing my. I've got a infuser that from North Georgia still.
Yeah. Well,
Infuser.
I think it'd be fine. Just put like a just have a spool on top of it with the valve on the bottom and one on the top, and just open the one on the
Yeah, but you
top.
got to be able.
Huh?
You got to be able to turn that jar up back upside down on
I'm
top of
talking
the
about.
thumper.
I didn't say anything about a jar. I said just a spool. So on top of the
Oh,
infuser, you got a
we just
valve
like the yeah.
and just a spool coming up with a valve on it, and then you open up that valve uh, on the top of the spool and just pour in your liquid, shut that, and then as you want to, you open up that bottom valve and let it out. And then when you run out of everything that's in the spool, you shut that bottom valve, open that top one up, and you can fill it back up again. You don't have to worry about
At least
trying to be
you got a
fast with
picture
the
of
jar.
you. Have you got a picture? You're still with the or that thumper or that infuser part.
I do on my other phone.
Oh, let's see. I pull it up really quick.
Let's see if I can.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like he's got that jar set up. I guess if you're running half gallon, you would only need to fill it once, but
Yeah, it's only 5 gallons, so
see, I just don't understand how that would work. How you'd be able to put the jar on top of your thumper without making a big mess.
I gotta go grab it.
Did you get your mash done, buddy?
Cool.
Gordon, he had to move his mash barrels and everything.
I got a mash in here. I'm probably gonna do it
Oh, you
Tuesday
did
or
last night.
Wednesday.
You get mashed in?
Me?
No, Gordon.
Well, I got a mash. That'd be the last one I'll be able to mash for a while.
Why?
Well, until after my heal from surgery.
Or what are you gonna do for
I
pain
will.
if you can't make him shine?
What am I do for pain?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be living on Percocet. So
I don't know if you can see that or not.
all right. Are you see Santa? Where the jar's at? How would you turn it back over on the ring?
Well, you have to take it off on the top of the infuser and take that whole spool and everything off. See what I'm saying? You take it off down there below the yellow handle, and you have to be pretty quick about it because this doesn't have a bypass. But you take it off there and you turn it over. You open your jar up, fill it up real quick, screw your jar back on, and then reposition that on top, and then open that valve back up. Because as long as that valve is closed, it ain't gonna leak out. But if you had a bypass, it'd be a little better. But it'd been hard to work a bypass and all that. But it works fine.
I
But
don't
with a
know.
half gallon on top of that,
Wow.
when you
I was
when you
just puzzled
start,
when I seen it.
when you start getting into the hearts on a 15-gallon run, I mean, let's figure on a 15-gallon run, um, which is not actually, you're probably not going to have 15 in that keg. You're probably going to have close to 13. Leave yourself
Look,
some
it's
space.
only a 5 gallon.
Huh? Is
It's
it
only a
5?
5 gallon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it
Oh,
was
it's
15.
only a 5 gallon still.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought it
Yeah.
was 15.
Well, when I'm alone, I want to be able to manhandle it.
Yeah.
Right.
Something happens, I want to be able to just grab
Well,
into it and muscle
you
it
got
out.
the drain on it. You got a drain on it. You could drain like 5 gallons out at a time and dump it. You wouldn't have
Well,
to you wouldn't have to lift the whole 15 gallon or the whole
yeah,
keg
you should,
still.
pumps, just use pumps and siphons,
Yeah.
Yeah,
instead of
and then
use
the
your bag.
village just pump it. Yeah.
But regardless, you can work your way up to 15, and you can use this little 5 for a thumper,
Yeah. My
and that way
buddy,
that'd be awesome. Having a little 15 going into your 5, and then having a diffuser after that. That'd be cool shit.
my,
I'm having Bruiser build my wife a keg still, but they gotta have it until after the first of the year because I gotta buy tires for a car instead, I guess.
Yeah.
said he can, those 15-gallon kegs, he's got a couple of them he can get his hands on, so I'll have kegs kicking around.
Oh, cool.
Able to
Cool.
Did you say a 50-gallon barrel or keg?
15-gallon.
Oh, 15. I thought you said
Yeah.
50. I thought you were talking about, damn, moving up fast. Yeah, I want
And I'm
50.
going to go from a 5 to a 50.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on up.
Yeah, man.
So figure out how you going to do your little mass bill contest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start asking people if they want to give me a idea or something for a first mash, and then everybody that give me an idea, I'll throw them in a hat and I'll pick one out and go with.
I
You know,
Well, you've
I'll
done
just
it
do a
before. It's
simple.
been a while, but you've done it before, so it's not like it's your first ever,
it's my first by myself.
right?
You know,
I
I
would
would
do.
do.
I would just do a simple corn.
Yeah, I'm just. I've always been a still hand,
I,
always lugging, toting, cutting, grabbing.
Right, right.
You know, and then I had to go home. I had kids to raise. And so I didn't see
Yeah.
him run. He run overnight. I'd always come and see, he'd go, "Oh, this is what we made last night," or whatever. But I was always just lugger toter to
Yeah.
her
Where are you originally from, Lisa?
from Freedom, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Hampshire.
Yep,
Hampshire.
Freedom. I'm fifth generation, and that's fucking freedom. My
Oh,
grandfather,
yeah.
Yeah.
seventh generation.
I've got an old girlfriend who went to Dartmouth. Isn't that up to Dartmouth?
Yeah, Dartmouth. They get a
She went to
wicked.
Dartmouth.
Yeah, they have a wicked good hospital up there.
Her brother played football with me too. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Been
a
a long
huge.
time
Yeah,
since I thought about her.
it's a
She's a good
huge.
gal.
New Hampshire.
She's my church
Oh,
buddy.
yeah. Yep. My
You
house.
know where Jason Glades is from?
Where?
Who?
Jason Glades.
Glaze?
Is he from New
Gates?
Hampshire?
No,
No, I don't
no.
Where's
think
he
so.
from?
Jason
Is it
Gate.
Maine?
Wisconsin somewhere?
Yeah.
No. He's West Side.
Uh, Scott Halleck.
Rock
He's from New Hampshire.
Rock Castle's.
Corey's in New Hampshire.
I know Jason Glades is from that side over there by you somewhere.
My house in Maine is like 8 miles away from my camp in Freedom where I grew up.
Oh,
I'm only 8 miles apart.
New York.
Yes.
Lives
Yep.
in New
what?
York. He's a New
Does it?
Yorker.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Pennsylvania, but
He just started a new distillery, or is working at
yep,
a distillery there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
he's opening his own up. Yeah,
Yeah. The
Yeah, I
at
was
food.
least I
wanting to
believe
get
that's what he was telling me. Tucker.
Mike Frayne on here and talk about his, but
Yeah. So you had a nice setup I see today.
yeah,
That looked nice and
yeah,
clean.
he's got his commercial. He's
Oh,
got his commercial going now. He's
Yeah.
got a
Nice.
label and everything.
Nice.
He's a good guy, man. He's a
I
great
gotta
guy.
find some stickers, I guess.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah. I
send
may just
stickers.
talk to him.
I got a set of stickers I gotta send out. I get everybody who I owe stickers to in an envelope. I'm still waiting on my stickers to come in.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I need to get my damn printer fixed. I keep saying that. It's like there's so many things on my to-do list, and it's always
I never
something.
got mine yet.
Damn car broken down right now. Shoot. Hopefully it won't be a big
Roger,
issue.
you're on the list when I get mine in.
Well, I want one
I
or
go
two.
yes, I'll do one to you too. I get the sticker mule is doing them.
Cool.
That's where I got my last ones from, but they sent me. They were supposed to be 4 inch, and they sent me 3, so I'm a little pissed off at them.
Well, I bought some labels for wine bottles, for the wine I make and the other thing that I put in those wine bottles. But my damn printer went out, and I just got a killer deal on Amazon. I was surfing Amazon, and I got one. I got one of those deals last night for Ann too. I was just scrolling through and just saw this one thing. It's normally like $25, and it's $7.13 or something. I'm like,
Nice.
yes. I clicked, boom, buy, close. Only one left. It said, boom, close, and I don't know You can't hear me.
Oh,
It's one of those potato ricers, that you put
yeah.
potatoes in to rice them. It's one of our little stocking stuffers, and I was
Oh,
looking through them, and they all like 18, $25, and this one was 7. It looked identical to all the other Chinese made ones, that were just named funky names.
Yeah.
Only difference, I mean, the handles, the pictures were the same, they take different pictures. So, and on this one, it's $7. Only one left. I'm like, boom, boom, close, bye, yes, and I got it. So I call that Amazon sniper. I'm an Amazon sniper. So I need to get on there and do some more sniping.
My boyfriend just got a knife today for me. Uncle Henry's trade.
Awesome.
It's a
Yeah.
belt knife.
Trade. Yeah,
Yep.
trade's good enough.
Nice and $17.
yeah.
Nice
Damn, that's a
tape,
good deal.
little sharpening stone, just big enough to cut yourself. Just a little tiny
Yeah.
one. But
Yeah,
when I put it on my belt, I don't. When I sit down, it don't poke me in the ribs.
right.
It's just right. So
That's good. Little
17.
little Skinner, smaller Skinner.
Yeah, $17. Has a fake antler.
Cool. So I'm
Mustang horn
on
handle.
Amazon right after and I found a deal on these damn labels. That's where I was going. And it's like 4 boxes of labels. So I got like thousands of labels for like $12, $16. It's like $4 a box. I got 4 boxes. So and these I can't. I'd have to look at them on the other side. But they're nice labels for a wine bottle. Like 3x4, 3.5x5 or something
It'd
like
fit in
that.
a quart jar too, I bet.
Yeah, they'll fit the quart jar, and I could of course make 2 stickers out of it. Just cut it up the middle. So yeah, so I got a and my damn printer. I got a color laser printer, nice, and it's sticking and
I
it's
can
not working right now. And it
I
used to
can
have
get
this
mine to
little
print.
rubber pad. There used to be this little rubber pad that used to cushion between the two metal pieces every time it prints, and it made it quieter. But I guess that little pad wore off or fell off, and it had the sticky stuff. So now that thing's stuck and it won't print. And I got to tear it apart just to get to that spot. And after I do, once I clean it with alcohol, it should work. I'm not even going to put a pad back. I don't care about noise. This isn't a
Right.
that's not that kind of
My
atmosphere in this
my
office.
printer my printer used to print great. I put it away, then use it for 3, 4 months, went pulled it out. It don't print. It prints very faintly. I've only used
Hey,
it.
Chet, you may have to prime
Uh,
those things. You can take a Q-tip and clean the bottoms of those and
Yeah.
maybe prime it a
yeah, I
little
did
bit.
that. I tried that. It didn't
It
work. It didn't
help.
make a bit of difference. That's a Canon. I mean, it's a good
Try
printer.
running it. Did you try running it through the cleaner modes or the
Yeah,
jet? There's lots of different modes you can get it to squirt
yeah.
more ink.
I tried to get it the cleaning mode. I run it through. It didn't make
Yeah.
a difference.
Huh.
I can print the stickers on the Cricut machine. You can program it in
Yeah.
and have it, use a magic marker and draw, your stuff out. And it does a good job, but I don't know. They're
My
not cheap.
sister's a cricket whiz.
I agree 100%, Tony. That's what I was kind of. I might have gotten diverted while I was in the middle of talking about that, but I think if you went with a half gallon especially with a 5 gallon steel, that jar you're not going to go through any more infusion stuff if it's concentrated to any level.
Well, no, no. My whole question was, how do you refill it if you wanted to refill it while it's
Right, right.
running?
But
That
hopefully
was
you
my
won't
question.
have to on a smaller run. But
Yeah. See,
yeah, I
that
would definitely go with the just the
Spool.
spool with the
Yeah,
valve
see,
on each side.
like I said, I've got that one I got from North Georgia, and I just open it up, fill it, close it off, and
Right,
infuse, close it back off, open it back up, refill.
right. But you have a valve on the top and bottom
Yeah,
of
I
it
got a valve on top
already.
of. Yeah, right,
That's why I
right.
was saying, put a valve at the top and bottom of a spool, and you'll just be able to fill that spool
Yeah,
just the same. Just take that jar off. But the
that's the only
jar,
question I have. I
you can
mean,
take it off right there where it at the infuser, and you just have to take it off there real quick with gloves on. It's gonna be hot, and refill that jar, screw it back down, put it back on there. You wouldn't have to worry about it going fast because it's got the valve on it, but still,
uh,
yeah, you got steam coming out. But
Like
like I say, you got
like
half a gallon of
my
infusion.
infuser jars or my 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 thump jars, infusing jars, whatever you want to call them. I just hit the bypass and pop one off at a time, refill them,
Right.
like you know.
But
Um,
this is different. You're not putting just a little bit in the infuser. This infuser, you fill all the way up, so you can have a half a gallon of infusion liquid to fill that small infuser. With a few squirts as you go. So every jar, you just let a little bit in. Every jar, a little bit in.
Yeah.
And by the time you get through your hearts on a 5 gallon, still 100%. You're not going to use over half a gallon
yeah,
of infused.
I thought she was running a 15 gallon. Or hers was a
Well,
15 gallon
15,
also.
you might, if you don't have a real strong concentrated, stuff your infusion, you might have to do a swap out. But you could have one ready, on the same setup and just undo that spool, put another one on, and reconnect it, and then be ready to go. So you could have cut another jar with the valve
Right.
and the spool and everything ready to just slap on top and redo. But yeah,
Crystal.
I think doing
Yeah,
the
I figured I didn't know what he was running, if he was just running
well,
water through it or what, but he had colored fluid in there.
right,
And so I didn't know what he was running. I figured if he didn't think it was adequate when he ran it,
yeah,
he'd change it around.
right. Yeah, I think it'll work pretty well.
I'm so excited. So many people behind me in this. It's incredible. Of all the people that they could have helped, all the people they could have just done something for,
Well, I mean, you're
they
as
choose
deserving as
me,
anybody,
you
and
know.
loved as much or more. So,
It's just humbling.
yeah. Merry Christmas.
Get me crying. My glasses are steaming up. Whew.
Everybody loves Lisa.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
How about that fire?
How about that?
Somebody
How about
change.
What's the
those
matter?
drones? All right, listen to this, people. Now, I mean, I love me some.
What did you try, Lisa?
I,
Huh?
What's up with your glasses?
My glasses are steaming up. I'm crying.
Oh,
I'm happy as hell. I ain't sad about
you
nothing.
should be.
It's just very touching. It's
Yeah.
I'm not used to people doing shit like that for me.
so about those drones, huh?
Woo!
Oh
All
yeah.
right, this is my
I wish
thoughts
they'd
on the
bring them
drones.
down this way.
This is my thoughts on the drones. I'm scared to fucking death. Now, people should know by now that you can go out and you can buy a motherfucking drone that you can drive around like a little Jetson car. Now, I can't imagine being a billionaire and buy me a little fucking drone flying above my city. Oh, I'm having so much fun.
Little
Bunch of
drone,
motherfuckers
hell's
down there shooting at me. Everybody wanting to shoot at them. Think about what you're doing now. Yeah, if it's got the big fucking iron and sickle of Russia or the China symbol on it, shoot the motherfucker down. But for God's sake, don't just start shooting at something you don't know what it is.
well,
Just
you
because it's
know
a
as well as I
drone,
do.
even
You
if
know
it's
as
a
well as
toy,
I
it's,
do.
it's legitimate. Commercial drones, people that have a drone that size should be able to do it. Now, what really bothers me is listening to Homeland Security and other cops, A, the Jersey cops, B, FAA in the area, C, Homeland
They
Security, D, the military. They can't send up a motherfucking helicopter to see what the fuck is going on.
they
I
set
mean,
up
if
drones,
I was a
but their
news
drones
station in the area, I'd say, fuck all y'all. We're going to get to the bottom of this story. I'd be up there fucking, trying to get my
they've set
Pulitzer.
they've
And
set drones up to like counter drones, but as soon as they see one of our drones going up, they go black and they
All
can't
right.
keep up with them. That's what they're
Now,
saying on the news this morning.
wouldn't
If one of those
they
fuckers were flying down here these mountains, one of us hillbillies is going to shoot the fucker out of the
right.
sky.
And that's why I will never buy me one of them damn drones to fly around in because I know some sure as fucking I sit here, some damn redneck's going to shoot me out of the fucking sky. And
it's
Hell
I
yeah.
thought I feel guilty because I think the same thing. Just the other day, shoot that fucker down, and I started thinking about it, I'm like, what if somebody bought them one of those cars and is just flying around up there in it, and I'm shooting at a motherfucker?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
hell,
I'm
they're
about to
supposed to
be
be as big as
murdered.
the
Some happy
6
go
foot
lucky
around.
millionaire just flying around his drone, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're shooting parts
But
right.
yeah,
Little.
sometimes you gotta think about.
Yeah. It's a
Because
little
I
drone.
sure was. I was ready to shoot that motherfucker down, thinking about them China balloons. They'll get them
Yeah,
drones,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, that can be fucking Elon Musk up there flying around. But I did watch a clip of a CNN, and I think what Department of Homeland Security, wasn't Chris Ray. I can't remember. It was an official, and he kind of alluded to it being some type of counter terrorism, kind of military experiment, kind of thing going on with the larger one that they've been hearing flying around that's the size of an SUV. I'm pretty sure that's a military,
Yeah. You get some.
or they would have done something about it. Surely to God, I mean they're not that stupid and lax, because I mean, how hard would it be to just send up a fucking Huey and find out what the fucking thing is, and motherfucking blast it out of the sky if it don't belong there, or
Something.
if it's somebody hit it with an EMP or throw a net over it and let it drop down and capture it, whatever, and repossess it or whatever if they're flying over violated space, but I guess we just can't start going out shooting them down. I mean, if it's a kid's drone that's flying over your pool and your old lady's out there, shoot that motherfucker down. But
Well,
you
it's
know,
6 foot long. It's like it's almost the size of an SUV, like you say. That isn't your average guy going out
right,
the driveway that lives in the burbs,
right,
starting up his.
yeah, that
That's
ain't your
not a,
DJI.
no, average Joe.
I
So
am drinking peach
Yeah,
berry
yeah. I
muffin.
mean,
Roger
we
drinking
doing
Bud Light.
shots. No, I'm drinking Budweiser Patron. Damn, Bud Light's blue.
Bud Light.
I drink the red can.
I have Randy's strawberry brandy at 110,
High quality H2O.
high quality H2O. That's how he sent it to me. It had black electrical tape all around the top, so it didn't leak out.
Awesome. That's good.
Who
But
was that?
it is good. You can see I've only drank that much of it. It's got a good buzz to it.
She's drinking that
Got
last
a good
night.
buzz to it.
Yes. Oh, I had
Who,
a.
who,
I was all but giggling.
who'd you get that from?
Randy,
Who was that from?
Hydro Man,
Oh,
Hydro Man.
yeah.
King
Um,
Dipper.
He strained
yeah.
all those strawberries and got all the seeds and pulp out. Just used plain juice. I don't think he said he added any sugar.
They said it didn't do any sugar.
Yeah.
That's tough. It takes a lot, and you don't get a
Yeah.
whole lot of production, so it makes for it pretty expensive to run it that way.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause there ain't a whole lot of sugar in it, and you get a pretty low mash volume, and it takes a lot of volume to alcohol ratio. But what you get's good. I've
It is.
got some strawberry champagne. I decided not even to bother running it because it didn't, but it made damn good champagne.
Yeah,
But it didn't have enough alcohol to fool.
I'm mashing my 50. I'm gonna mash in 20 gallons of corn, and that'll be the last run I can do till probably
Yeah,
May.
I got plenty of corn and barley and wheat and some rice, so
When
Yeah, but I mean, then
I can cook it
I
up
won't
inside.
after my surgery. I probably ain't gonna be able to run till May.
Well,
You know, when I
Stephen
feel
can't.
up enough.
Stephen and Terry can't help.
Terry does her rum, and she don't like doing corn. She likes doing rum and her rums and her fruits, her brandies.
right.
I mean, Stephen,
Does
I've
she
taught him
run that
enough
keg
for
yet?
huh?
She run that keg yet or clean it out?
Nah, no. I was supposed to take it out the bruiser this week, but I got to buy tires for her car. So I said, "What do you want? Tires for your car? Or you want yours still?" And she wants tires, so I'm
I
gonna
don't
take it
blame
out
her. Why
there
don't
after
you
the
get on?
first.
Why don't you get on eBay or Amazon and buy that $120 column to start out with? You'll fit
I just
right
gotta
on
take
there,
it
and
out the
it's
bruiser
everything you
and get her
need. It's
what she
got the flag
wants.
mate or sight glass. It's the best value that you're
Well,
gonna get.
I told Bruiser I'd bring it up for him to build for her, and I already told him what she's getting it to do. So hate to say, well, I'm gonna change the tank, I'm gonna do something different.
Yeah.
So, but she wants, because said she wants the horse head. She wants the horse head and the fucking thumper. That's all she wants. Or worm. That's all she wants. And she wants
Still be
it. And
doing
she
high proof
wants.
rum. That horse head, you know,
And she wants it
very
all
good
electric.
style.
So
Yeah.
you
So
know,
you can put
you
some
explain that
booze
to
inside
her.
of it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got a 15 and a 7.5 keg. I've got the 7.5. I got the ferrules in the side of it, but my 15 doesn't. I'm gonna put them in it.
Man,
I thought it had it, but it doesn't. It was my thumper that has it.
I thought
I'd
about that,
rather.
but I like it outside. And if I'm at my camp, I want to be outside and use the water that's out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She don't like the cold, so I mean, like, if she could go out there and turn it on, and she'd be happy, and then she'll gotta sit there for a little bit.
Is she from Michigan?
Yeah, but she's not a normal Michigan girl.
Doesn't
She's
like
even
the cold.
she's even 3/4 Indian, and I mean, she's not the normal Indian either. I mean,
Dot or feather?
huh?
Dot or feather?
Dot or feather?
What do you say,
Trying to figure
Indian?
this
Dot
out.
or feather?
Oh, feather. Yeah, feather. We're both tribal, but she's the whitest Indian too. Damn it! I mean, the whitest Indian.
Shit, I don't know.
She's 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 half Cherokee,
There's a
Chippewa
lot of
Indian.
people out there that had
I'm
like
an
great,
eighth,
great,
and I'm
great
darker than she
grandparents
is.
that are, one of them is a full blood, and you don't even know it by looking at them.
Oh yeah, her dad, you could tell he was tribal. I'm tribal. I've got an eighth in me. I'm darker skin than her. I mean, she's like an albino Indian.
ooh,
Well, I used to
my
think that
shoulder.
one of my ancestors had some Indian, but my mom said no. My dad, I hadn't talked to about it, but my mom said no. But I'm thinking like a great great or a great 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 grandmother or grandmother was the Cherokee, full blood Cherokee or some shit.
Well,
But his that heard that since I was a kid, so I don't know. I have to
all
look
mine's
at the
documented.
family tree.
Yep.
All of ours is documented, and hers is. She's got her Indian card. I don't have my card, but they had shut the ramp rolls down, which is the scrolls. They had shut them down years ago, but they're opening them back up because Chippewa wants to get their tribe numbers back up, so we'll be able to get our card now. Just everybody growing up, my family was like, well, we want to claim to be Indian, I guess.
Chippewa's definitely from up there.
Oh yes, French,
They
yeah,
called
that's
they called the Great Lake Chigumi.
it's Tagumi. It's
Chigumi.
Tagumi.
Called it
It's
Chigumi.
Tagumi. It's
Chigumi.
Tagumi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister's married to her husband's a Brimley tribe Indian, which is another small band of Chippewa, I believe.
You know where I got that from?
Uh,
From a
but there's
song.
a song, yeah,
Yeah.
song.
Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Great
Yeah, they
Lake.
have Edmund Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yeah.
From the
I knew
Chippewa
the
on
song.
down to the Great Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song. Great song.
Oh
And
yeah,
Hiawatha. Hiawatha had Gitchigumi in it.
did it?
Yeah, the story
Now
of
you
Yeah,
get me.
Hiawassee is a
Dang.
Michigan tribe.
Had Itchigumi in her. Who was it?
yeah.
Terrible, terrible. I had to be bad.
Yeah.
And it's only
Um,
nine. Damn, just 9:16. I'm already being bad.
I was messing around with the AI and I had the Grinch and I said, I wanted him holding a bottle of whiskey and I had somebody's name on the whiskey. And the Grinch, he's sitting in a rocking chair and he looks miserable. AI just really hated the Grinch. And he just like he's contemplating being bad, really, really bad. So I sent the pictures to the guy that I had done them for, and I was like, "Wow, I'm sorry, I couldn't, pull off a happy Grinch." You know,
Yeah,
it
a
was so
lot of
funny.
those.
If you see the pictures, he's just sitting in the rocking chair, looking like he's contemplating going to feud. It's like, oh man, he's not happy about it.
So who you getting your stickers through, Lisa?
Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule?
Yep, they have
I'll have to,
their specials. If you can catch their specials, and
yeah.
yeah, but their first time, if you go to them for the first time, you get 10 stickers for $1.
Yeah, I went through them. I didn't get that, but I didn't get that deal. I got
Yeah,
my first stickers I ordered through them were 3 inch, and then the second order I put in was 4 inch. It was a totally different design, and it was the one that there's the old guy sitting there with one leg next to a distiller that's under a fire. Yeah, those come out 3 inch. I was happy about it because you can't see the legs missing.
right.
It was
Yeah. No, anybody that hasn't used them, it goes by your phone number and your email.
yeah,
You can get
yeah,
stickers for $1. I can send them the link. Anybody that wants it, just
yeah,
message me.
yeah.
And it's good.
So
10
the
stickers.
company Tom Crum goes through, they're a pretty good deal. He gets a sheet of them. You got to cut your own, but I mean, for what he pays for them, that's a hell of a deal.
I can do it on the Cry Cut. I just haven't been in on it. And my phone, now that I have the tablet, I might be able to do better. But it's designed for Windows, and if you don't have Windows, it's really a hard program to navigate.
Yeah. My sister,
You
she's
got
got that
Windows
Cricut
on
machine.
I don't have Windows, no. I
What are
have
you Mac?
that has Windows.
What are you using?
I'm using this is an iPhone that you guys are on.
Right,
And I have a Samsung, I don't know, something for
tablet.
a phone, and the tablet is one of them on Walmart.
Oh,
It was only
Well,
$79, but
and
it's
that
big.
probably uses
Yeah,
iOS
yeah,
or
iOS. It's Lollipop, I think.
yeah, or Android. Yeah,
lollipop,
it's cool.
lollipop, lollipop.
Lollipop.
Yeah,
I sent Mike Frame a message. He ain't looked at it yet, so
I sent him one too a long time
He's
ago.
busy.
yeah.
He's having fun. He
Yeah.
was
Oh, I bet.
he was in his own little world, tooting around. It was
Oh yeah, I saw you live earlier. I didn't get a chance to jump on there and say, I said, hey, but uh, I was hoping to catch it. Come on with us.
usually before everybody goes live, I'll get a message from him, or I'll message him
Yeah, yeah,
about who's on when.
yeah. Usually he'll ask you going on.
Yeah, and usually I'll send him something
Let me
silly.
send him a question mark. Make sure you got it.
I send silly stuff.
Not you.
Not me. I find some oddball stuff.
Yeah, he hasn't been on in an hour.
Huh?
Mike hasn't been on in an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I think he jumped off right about the same time we started. Almost exactly.
Probably
Yeah.
hungry. He's probably eating. He was on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was finishing or if that was. I didn't really pay attention
How
much. I see him
how
scurrying around.
how was your thing?
Let's
How was your
see.
Thanksgiving,
I'll
Lisa?
experiment here just a second and
All
see.
right, quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah, my kids
That
always
ain't
go
working.
off to the in-laws.
Oh,
And they have their own families now. So
yeah.
since my
I,
mom
I
died,
went up. I went up to Michigan to see her family and my family, and it was a pretty good Thanksgiving. Coming home sucked. Oh my God, I haven't
yeah,
driven in snow in 10 years.
you got
Boy,
hammered. That was
I was stressed.
that was something. I was watching as you were saying you were coming home. I was watching it on the news, and I was like, "Wow, he's driving in that shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I grew up in it. You'd think I'd remember sooner than I did, but it just took forever for it to kick in. And then There was this car come flying by. They had all-wheel drive, had 12. And I said, "I'll see you up here in the ditch." And sure as shit, went by him. I hit my air horns and waved at him and said, "You know, I knew it was going to happen."
Yeah. Hey, you can't park there.
Yeah, no shit. But
Oh, I didn't know I was
yeah,
doing that. I didn't
I
mean
had
to
a
do
good
that.
time.
There we
It
go.
was a good time. It was a good time seeing family and stuff. I did. I smoked a couple of ducks, and then I partially smoked a turkey and then deep fried it, and smoked some cheese and some hard boiled eggs and shit. And
I've never had a
it was,
fried.
no, you
No.
gotta try it. It's
You
really
never had
good.
fried turkey
It
yet?
was,
Yeah.
Oh, MG, and you got a turkey fryer. You told me just now.
Yeah.
You
We use
and this
have
oil
to.
skulls.
You
We use
have
this was
to.
the first time I ever
Now,
done one. This is the first time I ever had one myself. My brother does one every year,
yeah, make sure you
but
don't get
then
over a 20-pound bird. Okay,
yeah,
for your fryer. 18 perfect size. Um, Make sure you don't fill it over the line that says on there, and make sure when you drop it in, it's really good and dry. You know,
yes. Yeah.
wipe it, you rub it down with oil, get all the moisture off of it you can. Dry it out, rub it down with oil, and then
Steven, give me
slowly,
another
very
one.
slowly, you know, put it down in the oil, and you'll be all right. And if it starts bubbling up too much, just lift up on it,
Yeah.
and
Up a little bit.
yep, yep.
Yeah. I've never had a fried turkey.
Oh, wait till you do it. After you do it, it'll be like,
It's
I'll never bake
it's a
another
game
turkey
changer,
like
definite game changer.
definitely.
I love
Like Roger was doing, smoke it first and get it good and smoky,
the.
and
Smoking
then
about
pop it
6 hours, and then
pop it in the fryer once it's smoked. Oh yeah,
I like
tell
the
oh
skin.
my,
hey, y'all are my witness. Look, come here, Steve.
Well,
Look, he's stealing my tequila.
Oh,
See that? He stole it.
it's
you
mine
have
now.
a fight too.
You have a shot.
I
Okay.
saw you give it
Huh?
away. So I
Uh-huh.
saw.
No, I was trying to hold it.
Yeah, I saw. You got witnesses,
You put
Steven.
up
He
a
gave it
fight,
away.
man.
I guess it's about that time.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go back to comments here.
Friend of
That's
mine,
not bad.
there's a story that he went to somebody's house on Thanksgiving to visit, and he tore the piece of the skin off the turkey while he was there, and they hadn't even
Yeah.
sat down for their dinner with their company. They'd already picked the skin off the top of the turkey. He was like, "Oh man, that's a no
Yeah.
Yeah,
no."
I've seen some people cook them where they take the skins off of them and then
That's
make the
that's
skin like
sacrilegious.
crackling. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think so too. And they
Yeah.
fry those skins separately until like a
Yep.
crackling.
Yes. Oh,
And
yes.
oh man, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that turkey's gonna be dry as fuck without that skin get
Yeah.
cooked without the skin on it.
Yeah. Like when we
What's going
smoked
on, Rick?
when I took my turkey out of the smoker, the top of the skin on the very back of the around the top of the breast started cracking, and it didn't take long to deep fry.
That
But
turkey was real good.
Whew, that is strawberry all the way through. Very good.
Getting it.
I never get anything to come up with full strawberry.
It has when you open it, when strawberries are like going bad, and you should get rid of them. That smell that they have, it's like, oh, that
Yeah.
smells so good, like strawberry. It has that smell, not the going bad, but it has a
Right,
nice
right.
strawberry smell. And at the end, after
Oh,
you hit and you blow out your air, it's strawberry.
Yeah, that strawberry champagne is a real strong strawberry flavor, but it's not a sweet strawberry flavor.
Yeah, no,
It's like you're eating a strawberry, not a strawberry with sugar on it.
you're right.
You know, and it's good. If you like a real dry, smacky mouth, pucker you up, dry drink, it's awesome because it is very dry and it's very strawberry and it's got some fizz to it. It's pretty good stuff, if you like all the above. But if you don't, you're not
Uh,
gonna like it at all. If you don't like dry, you'll hate it. But
I
it has a good strawberry flavor. It's just not a
hey,
sweet strawberry flavor.
like a sweet
Santa,
version.
send Bam Bam an invite. Santa,
What?
send Bam Bam an invite.
I like a wine. I'm not much of a wine drinker. It has a different buzz. I get a buzz quickly on wine.
Yeah, I had a gal friend that she'd get drunk on wine and she would mix drinks.
Yeah, I can't drink beer. I'm a giggling idiot on beer. I don't even like myself on beer. I'm like a little teenager.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I'm awful on beer. I don't drink beer. I'm hard enough to put up with, let
I
alone
know, man.
beer.
I tell you, you get out of hand.
Oh, last night was so funny. Oh, I was so worn out by the time I got on with you guys. I was like, ooh, my cheeks are.
I didn't even see Bam Bam commenting anyway. He must send a
I
message
don't
to
see him
Rocky.
anyway.
I didn't see him comment.
And we got telling uh, hunting stories, last night because my bestie, I've hunted with him forever. And now, he goes hunting with my boyfriend. So it gives my boyfriend somebody to hunt with. So it's really cool to see the two of them bond.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but it sucks when you don't get to go with them.
yeah, yeah, I
It's
agree.
like, what about me? Go.
Just bring me back tenderloins and I won't bitch much.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was neat to. We gave him the same crossbow that I have,
Right.
and he took his best deer ever with that crossbow, and he was telling us the story last night. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Man.
I'm gonna shoot.
So
I'm gonna go get
I
a
don't want to
license
sound
plate
stupid, but
statement.
do y'all have moose up here?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if that was Pacific Northwest only. I was like, I'm going
Yep.
to sound like geologically ignorant here, but I'm not sure if y'all get moose there or if that's just
Yep.
Pacific Northwest and up here. Okay, good. Sounds like an
An
idiot now.
hour. An
And,
hour.
and elk
We don't have elk. No.
and no caribou.
No caribou.
Okay, that's Pacific Northwest.
I'd
Yeah.
still take a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
they
got
get moose up here. I didn't know. There's moose up
Yeah.
here.
moose and bear.
Yeah, I don't know much about the
Terry's gonna go
northeast
get
over
her
here.
license, and I'm gonna sit in the blind with her as she shoots a doe or a deer
Well,
this year.
you know what? I think she should probably actually be
She's
the
gonna
one doing
shoot.
the shooting.
Shh.
Oh yeah.
As many as you missed this year and
I've
all,
I've only missed one. I shot at three. I missed
hunted
one.
hunted for 6 months, got two. One at
Well, I had to
least.
get the right one. These fucking deer would cooperate with me and
Okay,
come in during the
okay.
daylight.
Uncle
Like,
Joe.
like
Uncle
now,
Joe
I
is extraordinary.
easy.
Look at
Just
Jeremy.
trying to get him.
Here's Bam
What's
Bam.
Jeremy up to?
I didn't even see
Jeremy
you
goes.
comment, Bam Bam. I didn't even know you was in here.
Yeah,
Jeremy, what you
I've
say?
been hiding in here. I've been half asleep here tonight.
Well, you're
How's it
supposed to
going,
sleep
buddy?
during the day like most of us.
Pretty
How's it going, brother?
That's what
good,
I
buddy. How
do.
you doing?
Hell, you know what? I'm sitting right here. I didn't
It's been
die
a
from that
minute since
freaking
I
cold,
seen you
so
last. What's been going on?
I rearranging my shack out there. I named it from the swamp to from the shine shack to the swamp.
oh damn, you get a lot of rain.
No, just I'm doing different things now. I'm building guns and stuff again.
Oh,
Building guns.
Yeah, ARs and stuff.
Ghost guns? You a ghost gunner?
No, I build ARs and stuff.
You didn't buy that. You didn't buy old boy or build that old boy as a ghost gun, did you?
No, hell no.
Did you get them 80% receivers and finish them up, or
Yeah, I'm putting me a 50 together right now.
50 cal?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I need the details on that.
I want to get you flying that drone so I can shoot you down.
You want me to fly over? I'll get Tesla drones and get shot down. Me and Elon be flying around. Oh hell! So I guess you heard that. I'd be scared to death to get up one now. I mean, I was one of the ones the other night saying shoot them fuckers down, and now I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, fuck, it could be somebody. You know, I was watching videos and shit, those little short videos you see, and seeing these people getting in their drones and flying them around. I'm like, hell, I could shoot one of them son of a bitches thinking it's a UFO.
Yeah, it'd be some damn redneck out there with 308 just pot shotting you.
Yeah, get that foul
That'd be
ready.
me. That'd probably be me.
Get that PA-10 rattling.
But I said,
Yeah.
they won't fly them down in this country. They know
Welcome
fucking
to finish
crazy ass
Mark.
hillbillies and shit.
God damn, if they just hear us talk, they'll be like, hell no, I ain't flying over Kentucky. Ain't no way.
Shit. I can just see one of them come through Alabama as red as these boys are down here.
Man, and now it's like, I need me a fucking skid plate and a body armor. A seat. I want a seat made of body armor, man.
You'd be
With
sitting
that.
on his helmet.
Yeah, I don't need a helmet. I need more on my ass. Shot from below. I need a seat cover made of it.
So are you going to play Santa next weekend?
Yeah.
Where's is it North
This
Carolina?
this yeah this coming week. Yeah, down in Old Fort, North Carolina. We yeah, Dan Gray put together a concert and collected
Yeah.
quite a bit of money. Didn't get as many people as they'd like there, but they got a lot of good donations and stuff. So they got good amount of toys and stuff to give away. So I get to put on the old Santa suit, go down and give toys away to all the flood victims, families, and all those kids that had it pretty
That's
rough the
nice.
last few months. Yeah, bring some
Well, maybe I'll go down with you
happiness
as
in their lives, man, because they've had it rough the last few months for sure.
maybe I go down there with you and I'll be one of your elves.
Yeah, yeah, you can bring me the toys.
Yeah. I can barely push myself on the wheelchair anymore.
But
I
yeah,
got my buggy though.
Dan and some of his buddies are coming down, and I'm meeting them there. We got us a Airbnb and
Oh, that's gonna be
in
a
the
drunk
mountains there.
fest.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a party for sure. It's gonna be a wild one. Yeah. But I got an
Is that
extra
going
day
with
to
you?
recuperate. No, she ain't gonna be able to go. Hopefully, I get my damn car fixed. I'm gonna have to rent a car.
I'll take her car.
Yeah, make her walk to work. Take the
Come on,
bus.
let her take the bus.
They had
I'm telling you, I'm not saying. I didn't say that, Ann, I promise.
I'm telling her I'd have to.
Oh, you better not.
And Roger's got you riding the bus next week.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for throwing me under the bus.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
I'll try to borrow or rent a car or borrow a car. Yeah, I think my dad and stepmom have a couple vehicles. I don't think they got rid of all of them. They might have to still. If not, I'll rent a damn car.
Man, I need to quit smoking.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely need to do the same.
What, your weed? You ain't gotta quit smoking weed.
I lost
What
my
are you
lighter,
talking
so yeah. I had to go on a search for my lighter.
Yeah,
You lost your lighter.
I'll quit smoking when I can't anymore. or when they say you don't quit, you're gonna die. I mean, cigarettes
Then I probably
definitely
might think
about
about it.
kill me, but that little one hit every hour or two definitely ain't gonna kill me.
Yep.
Them little teeny little
What
one
do you got mashed
hitters.
in, Bam Bam?
You
I
what,
can do it.
bud?
What you got mashed in?
Right now I just got stuff mashed in to make me some apple pie for these people around here.
Well, you've been sipping on.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what the hell are you drinking?
My bourbon. But
Still waiting for my
I have fell in love with that black cherry wood.
the age with?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh hell, man, that makes a hell of a bourbon.
Like that smoked cherry.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That cherry wood I was smoking. I smoked them ducks and that turkey with. I wonder how that would do in them. It had a real good sweet flavor.
I mean, I love that cherry.
Then the sister-in-law got me a.
Flavor it, Pete's. Got a good flavor to it. It just doesn't
Yeah.
have the peat.
The sister-in-law got me one of them whiskey smokers. Another one. Well, I got that's my second one now, and it's got that cherry wood in it. I haven't tried it yet, but it's got cherry. It's got cherry. I don't forget what all this. It's like 5 different wood flavors.
Right.
I want to try to get hold of me some chestnut, but that wood's a little hard to find.
Yeah.
What is it?
Chestnut.
Chestnut. American
I've got
chestnut.
I've got a chestnut tree on the side of my side yard, but it's not an American.
Yeah, you get it to Americans.
If it would have been an American chestnut, I'd have a lot of
Hillbilly
money.
had some. I was supposed to be getting me a little square of that if you watch him. Still ain't seen it, Phil. But
What do you do?
got some
Where?
chestnut. See, a while back, I've been researching and doing a lot of wine making and stuff for the last probably 5-7 years, and I did some research about 7-8 years ago on wine making and stuff, and some of the recipes in your wine making calls for tannins. And a lot of people, most people that do brandies and distill and stuff, they don't know anything
You
about
do that?
a bag of
You do
tannins.
that?
You can literally
Come here.
buy a bag of tannins. It looks almost
Come here.
like, it's not like a sawdust, but it's like the finest of the finest sawdust you could ever see. But it's not actually wood; it is
What did you
tannins,
do?
and they basically cook the tannins out of the wood, and then dehydrate the water, and what's left is this powdery tannin. Okay, so in winemaking, you use tannins, and in some of these really award winning recipes and stuff, they were adding some chestnut tannins.
Chestnut,
And
huh?
so I was really intrigued by that.
What is that?
I'm gonna go in here and try to find this bag of tannins, but I'm kind of in a mess right here. So hopefully I'll find them. I'll be right back and I'll finish talking.
Hell, you'd almost have to charge $75 a jar just to break even with that stuff.
Yeah. Everything's so freaking expensive anymore.
Ooh, I was gonna say that was quick. Hey, Randy.
I don't get nobody's comments. I don't know why.
Where's Gunner at?
My bedroom.
Did you want me to let him out?
Jeremy,
All right.
Jeremy got me laughing. He goes, "What you say your cheeks are?" So I answered him tightly clenched. And
What?
then I said we did mushrooms last night. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Stuck my foot in my mouth with my cheeks are overworked. Haha, that didn't sound good either. Laughing. Brian Starshine says, "Hey y'all," and Hydroman.
Hey, Brian.
Everyone.
Hey, Hydro Man. Yeah, I don't know why I don't get everybody's comments.
I'm on the Copper Still Outlaws is where I'm seeing.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. Guess I could go there.
I have the other phone on the comments so I could see them.
I've got to get my StreamYard working again. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I won't let me go to my destinations now. So I'm probably gonna end up deleting the whole account and reinstalling it.
Dingus McGee, hey guys. Just wanted to say hello.
Dingus, what's up, buddy? Well, there we go.
It's working now.
McGee,
Okay.
hey guys.
Is it
Just
working?
wanted to say hello.
Huh?
And it's Vintners that makes it. But
Vintners?
wine
Vintners.
tannins, and you can get them by the bag, and this is a big old bag of them, and you don't use much. They're very, very, very small use. A third of the teaspoon for red wines, half a teaspoon for white, for fruit.
How's it going, Jeremy? What up to, brother?
But it's a chestnut wood tannin. Those things right there. Yep.
How much is it a bag?
Well, now that's where I was going to go. It's only good for winemaking. You don't want to use this in distilling because they're bitter as fuck. But it's great in your fruit wines and in your red wines and those that you want that bitter back note.
Right.
I mean, you're not having a bunch, but yeah, it punches you. It delivers, and that's what a lot of them use. But anyway, we were talking about it, and I think the subject of woods. What's the woods? And it's like French oak and white oak. The liquor industry has spent a lot of money trying to find out what's the best alternative to chestnut after the blight and everything, and back 2 centuries ago. Over
There's Mike's brain.
There he is.
There's Mike's brain.
There he is, finally.
Bring him up on stage.
I've already sent him an invite. It's there if you want it, Mikey. Jump in here, brother. We just want to talk to you about your new distillery. What's going on, man?
Yes. Exciting.
I don't know. Damn nodded off at 8:20 on me.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, so they did a lot of research and they found, and I'm sure it has economics too. So I'm sure, like cherries were probably considered, but might not have been used because it's a more expensive wood. It's a little harder to source. It's not as
harder than chestnut.
No, yeah. Well, I'm talking about to replace barrel. Men making barrels. They used to make all the barrels out of chestnut. The 1700s, 1800s, a lot of your barrels were made out of either chestnut or French oak. Yeah. And there wasn't a lot made over here until 1800s. But before that, it was all chestnut and French oak.
Mike said send him an invite again.
Okay. So, I started, I'm like, well, if that's what was best back then, I'm sure that's probably going to be what's best now, So to go back. So I figured, if that was what was really the best, and the only reason they kind of got away from it was because of trying to do two things at once. Hard for me to think and do this. So I guess using that tannin, in the wines would make them better, and then it makes it good. It makes my red wines. I actually made some cherry wine and used it in that. It's probably one of the first times I've used it years and years ago. But everybody loved that cherry wine, man. Cherry makes a damn good wine. Oh my God.
Lisa, your husband got it, or your boyfriend got a deer this year, didn't he?
Nope.
You didn't get one yet?
Nope, he didn't. He went out a couple times.
Oh,
he special
I thought he got one.
No, he has a special need.
Sent Mike.
He has to stay home with her a lot. I'm the only really has to babysit.
What's up?
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, brother?
How's it going, bud? How's it going, man?
It's just too much.
You look like you're a little cold.
Get up with you. Would you take your little nap?
No, you got to clean up when you're done.
Oh hell.
Everything's got to
Yeah,
be washed up, rinsed
yeah,
out,
man. You
put
got
up.
OSHA to deal with, man, and all them people
Mm,
coming in inspecting. You never know when they're gonna come by.
Yeah, they got no business being there.
Yeah.
That's
They're already complaining because I don't have the fire extinguisher hung on the wall. I
Right.
said it
Right.
just got here, people. Give me a minute.
Well,
that's
that.
easy to fix. That's all they got to bitch about. Then that's
So you have an eye
real.
so
washer? Do you have to have an eye washer too, or anything?
Well, ain't nobody said anything about that yet.
All right. Well, that's good.
so hush
Most labs
hush.
have to have an eye washer, a hood, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you
So
just
so Mike,
sometimes you just don't
what
ask questions.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
what all
You
you
don't want
plan
to
on
ask
running at your
questions that might
distillery?
make them think of something. You just sit there and take and just
Mike, what all do you plan on?
What's that?
Okay, go ahead.
go
I
ahead,
said, what
Rob.
all do you plan on running at your distillery?
Um, I am committed to this deal till July. Um, I've got to make 100 liters of a blended red, white, and blue corn whiskey.
That's
Yeah.
25 gallons
Yeah, 26, something like
of
that.
how what?
Red, white, and blue corn blended whiskey.
Awesome.
I've got to make 100 pints of a neutral or a vodka, and I've got to make 100 pints of rum.
What kind of rum you gonna run? A spice or?
He said just a plain old white rum's what he wants.
Oh, okay.
So
So
have you sourced your oops, have you sourced your molasses yet?
I assume they'll come from west, Hillbilly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's be pretty good if you get with those people up there. That's a pretty good deal on that. I don't think label makers, label peelers, or Webstron or anybody has a better deal than them. So
And
That who?
that
Who was
yeah,
that
that?
one that
Webstron.
one they've got is supposed to be top notch rum stuff.
It is. Unless you're some redneck on YouTube commenting trying to tear them down, some dude calling it trash animal feed. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
That's
Oh, I think I've
I
seen
can
something
buy that here
about
in
that.
town.
Yeah, yeah. This dude was trying to trash him. He's some troll on the internet. Me and Tom were fucking with him.
I think I remember seeing part of that.
Oh yeah.
And then after you run all that, are you free to run what you want or?
Yeah, he wants me to stay around. He says make whatever you want to make, Mike. We'll put it out. We'll sell it as a small batch, and if they don't buy it, we'll make vodka out of it. Make
Yeah.
a neutral out of it. Well, yeah,
Right.
that
Right.
is an
Yeah.
option.
Well, the thing about it is, I mean, it will sell, but you might have to sell it cheap to begin with just to get them to open a bottle. There's a lot of times you have to market it or put a good price on it or one of the
Yeah.
two or both
Yeah.
to get people to
Or
try it.
or get
Get an
a
awful lot
or
of
get a
food
real
on the shelf.
flashy label with some catchy on it.
Right.
At
Yeah.
least snowflakes will buy it.
Or you can put some rainbow glitter in there and appeal to one crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this guy's got
uh,
20 years in the craft beer business here in town,
right. Right.
Yeah.
and
That's
he
awesome.
has a pretty good following.
So, what's his craft business name? What kind of beers? What's the name of his beers and stuff?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. There's 15 or 20 of them, and they change all the time.
Right. Right.
Right.
Well,
Pale ales and fruit.
Have you given it any names now?
Given what any name?
Your liquor.
No, no, no.
So
Once it's all up to him. I'm out.
there's no frame pane 151 or anything.
No, no.
Oh man, I just want some frame pane 151. Come
I told him I didn't want
on.
no recognition, no glory, no nothing, and until he decided to put it on a local shelf.
Right.
I said then I want to put my name on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm trying to stay out of the limelight.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the limelight.
Well, you know what's underneath that limelight?
Heartache.
An ATM.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I've been talking to people in this distillery business, and I
It's
make
tough.
more money as a forklift driver.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to work on forklifts. You ever drive a Clark forklift?
Back in the day, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I used to work there.
they were pretty rough back in the day. They still had a clutch and a couple of shifters. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not like today's.
my job was to keep them from racking. You know, shim them out and keep them racking, and make sure that the level of fluid was right,
yeah,
and that there were no leaks and stuff. I just maintained them. I didn't. They come in. They were built in Mexico, and they built them cheap down there, and they'd ship them into a factory here, and we get them in. Man, God, they were sometimes halfway put together. We'd have to reassemble and do all that. But after we did all that, I had to inspect like 100 different parts on places on it, and then take them over and lift up, make sure to lift, and make sure it didn't rack one way or the other, forward, side, forward and back, and when it lifted the weight, and do the get it ready for sale. Make sure all the fluids were at the right level because they're pretty sensitive about fluid levels.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
Yeah.
I bet these new ones are with these automatic transmissions.
Yeah, man, they're very sensitive to fuel levels. They're to fluid levels for sure. They're not the best forklift, but it paid pretty good at the time.
They're still making them.
Yeah, they crank them out.
I remember in
Toyota's
the early
probably number
80s.
one,
Yeah,
and they're built right up here in Columbus, Indiana, where I'm at.
yeah. They've got several. There's some Korean ones that are pretty good too, and some Japanese or some Daihatsu or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Then you got those itchy pussies, man. Those are pretty good.
But I thought we had a
So,
pretty good success for the first run.
So how'd you come out? Now that's a what, 35 gallon or 40 gallon?
Now, it's a 26.
26.
Yeah, when we started talking about this, he kept calling it a 30,
Right.
but it's 26.
26.
Yeah,
Cool.
Bam, when you plan on coming back up this way?
So when you
In
say
the
Oh,
spring?
26,
yeah.
that means
Ain't
you
gonna
can
be up
put
till it
26
warms up
gallons in it.
some.
26
You don't
gallon
think that
working
cold.
capacity.
You don't
Right,
let
but
that
so you
cold,
can
do
just
you?
put 26 in. So it's probably
Hell
isn't
no.
30, it's just 26 is what
I'll
you
be
want.
up about May.
When it warms up, man,
I
man,
mean,
Yeah.
ain't fucking going nowhere until it warms up, huh?
No, my next trip's gonna be down South Florida.
Cool.
I ain't been down to Key West in a while. I'll have to go down and check it out.
Make sure
Oh,
the fish are
damn.
still biting.
Do what?
Make sure those fish are still biting down there.
Of course. Damn peacock bass. Someone's got to keep them under control.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Those things are something else, man. They didn't have them down there when I was living down there.
Me
They're
neither.
dangerous. Closest thing snook. I can go snook fishing and I love me some snook fishing. You ever do any snook fishing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's closest thing to bass fishing, I guess, down there. Bass fishing at night. I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah, I lived right there in Brandon, Florida for years.
Yeah, I lived in Fort Pierce. Yeah.
I
Right on
wouldn't
the
go to Florida.
It was awesome. Right on the Indian River. Out on the inlet.
Yeah.
I had my bass boat out in the ocean.
I know when I moved out there, the snowbird was pretty much taking it over down there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. It was less than like 1 foot seas that day. So, but we went lobster hunting out of my bass boat out in the ocean. The inlet was the only thing that was a little bit rough coming in and out of. It had pretty good few good standing waves, but it it was a lot of fun.
I
Still,
used to, I used to go to that St. Petersburg beach and stuff a lot down there.
Oyster, yeah, yeah. Clarks aren't bad. All
I
right,
spent I
so
spent a lot of time there at Plant City.
out of your 26-gallon run, Mike, how much hearts you getting? A few gallons, 3 or 4 gallons.
Um, just over two,
Damn, I
yeah,
figure you
two
get
and a
more than
half.
that. I figure you get more than that.
Out of a,
Is it high
out of a
proof?
26
What
gallon
proof is
still?
coming off?
That's about right.
What
About
proof is it
120
coming
proof,
off? That's
120.
not, you're only getting a couple gallons of 120.
I mean, good, clean heart. Not.
Right, I got you, but damn, I figured you'd get more than
I
that.
get three. Well, I get two and a half of really, really good hearts, and then four if I take my bad high hearts and low hearts out of my 20 gallon.
But 120 proof is perfect. That's awesome that you get 120. That's the number you want to hit. But I
Yeah.
just I just think damn, that's so. How much you get in total? In heads, hearts, and tails.
I run 4 gallon out of it.
Four. And what proof you at when you get down there to four?
The last jar was 30 proof.
Okay, perfect. So you got a pretty low. So it's pretty low going in. You're probably talking about a 1060 or 50.
Uh, yeah. Well,
Right,
according according to the beer guy, he got a little fancy toy,
right,
and he said my mash come out 9%.
right. So that's about a 1050.
Yeah, it's heavy better than that because uh, before I added
Maybe a one. Yeah, one. Trying to do it in my head. I can't.
before I added the glucose, I was at 1.033.
Right,
Then I added 10 pound of glucose.
and that puts you to.
I never checked it
You didn't
because
check it after.
um,
And this was
the second form of amylase, it just keeps gaining.
right, right,
You know, it
right.
keeps
Yeah,
converting.
right. The glucose. Yeah, it'll
Now
keep
I don't know how long.
it'll keep chopping up those molecules while it's fermenting. Absolutely, sure does. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that's definitely where you want it.
I
You don't
was
want to go in
10
108
pound
on it.
of
Just
glucose,
so this was your
one
grain
point
run,
oh three three with
just corn.
yeah, white corn, white corn and oats.
Yeah.
Now is that for your red, white, and
He
blue
took it out. He
run
took
or?
it out to the bar and was giving samples out at 120 proof.
Cool.
I know it's pretty smooth of doing
It's pretty
samples at
smooth.
120.
Yeah. Yeah, 120. That's a
Whee!
good. That's a perfect number coming off. You go right off the tap into the barrel with that.
Whee! Whee!
So you got some barrels, or are you gonna bottle it as white dog?
No, hang up. No, he's gonna do the 1 liter barrel. But I think I've got him talked into putting this in a wooden barrel first.
What's his goal?
First,
Is he wanting to produce a good aged whiskey or
straight
what?
into the 1 liter.
Right. So is he wanting to produce a good?
Not he's not looking for not looking for a real.
Oh, you can say hell right now.
Yep, losing you.
You didn't say hell.
Aging.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt. Y'all, I'm headed to bed.
You'll
What
get
about
Then
you
it's
drag
like,
me on here and you haul butt?
yeah,
I
that's
know.
just
I
like it,
it
man.
just hit me. I'm fucking tired.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm doing good to stay awake.
For a
So
minute
that's what
there,
I
I
was gonna
wasn't
do.
sure if you were.
I'm half asleep, I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm falling asleep on here too. I ain't saying nothing. All
But all right, I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here myself, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
All
right,
right,
brother.
Bam Bam. Give me a
Take
call
it easy.
tomorrow.
All right,
Give me a
Lisa,
call
you
tomorrow, Bam
take care,
Bam.
dear.
I will.
Take it easy,
Bam Bam.
bam, bam.
All right, buddy.
Give
I'll
me a
give you a
call.
call in the morning sometime.
All right, later, brother.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Santa, Lisa, y'all be good.
I'll talk
Night,
to
hon.
you tomorrow.
I got hurt real bad, and I gotta get my meds. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Later, brother.
All right, later.
Right, Roger.
Good night,
Yeah, we
buddy.
talk about him. Yeah, he's back.
Santa, if you want Liz to come on,
Huh?
if you want Liz to come on,
Please, I just, all right.
he just said he'd come on.
Cool.
Sent him a his name.
I can't believe my internet's staying together.
It wasn't for a while, but it's better now.
Yeah, we lost you for a minute.
Yeah, you didn't sell hell a minute ago.
Yeah, it's back to 5G now.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you did good.
You know, I'm 50 miles from Indianapolis, and I'm 50 miles from Louisville, and I can't get a good signal. And in my house, it's even worse.
And it's flat. It's not like in the mountains or something, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
should be
didn't
able
know.
to get it better.
I didn't think I lived way out in the sticks. I mean, I can get good internet, but it's going to cost me arm and a leg. I don't use enough of to worry about.
Yeah, I'm overpaying for mine right now. That's for sure. Yeah, it's definitely too much. Oh,
Know if you
What up?
what's going on, G Liz?
can.
Nothing much. You know me, just sipping some shine and killing some time.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing like it. What kind of labels that got on there?
It's old Smoky. I bought it for
Oh Lord.
what do you call it? Research and development.
Uh huh. Okay. Okay. So, what's your research developed? A taste for bad liquor?
Well, this is their charred stuff. It's been aged for 6 months.
Well, hell, yeah, it's hard to fuck something charred up, man.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but I think I can do a lot better. I've been
Oh,
wanting to
absolutely. I mean,
revisit the White Oak stuff,
you
so
can
I'm trying
you
to get
can
some
put you
references.
can you can put some bad stuff on some oak and make it good
hmm
for sure.
I put some of that apple brandy I just did on oak, and I'm gonna let it sit for about a month and turn almost damn black and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's a pretty color on that.
All right, Mikey. So you got how many mash bills you got to work?
I got 4 right now.
Well, you're gonna have to keep them cycled. You know, you're gonna have to do one like every other day, and that you might have to get a few more barrels, and that way you can constantly work and have something to distill every day. You know, that way you fill a barrel, you know, every day and run a barrel off every day. You know, and that might take 7 or 14 barrels, depending on how long. You know, a little cooler, it takes a little longer, but you can keep cycling it that way. Just keep that some bitch running every day, where you have to come in and fire that thing up every day, and you know put the product out there. I mean, if you got a legal output, crank that some bitch up, let it roll.
He's got
So,
he's got big plans.
well, when you were talking about glucose, adding extra sugar, what are you using? Table sugar? Are you using dextrose or?
Dextrose.
Okay, okay, good job.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
if
glucose.
not,
Didn't
yeah, did you get that off Phil Billy?
I? No, that actually comes from Webster.
Okay, yeah, they got good prices. Webstront. Thing about them is the shipping gets you. So your first order, you want to make it a big one, where you get a bunch of stuff
Right.
and a bunch of stuff that doesn't go bad. Like a lot of the flavorings and other stuff, because the shipping will kill you. And I think the first order they give you free shipping. But I talked to
Yeah.
somebody, they were just making up new email addresses and creating a new accounts, and I don't know, they might go by
Get
street
one,
address
get one shipped
delivery.
to your mom's house.
Yeah, ship it to moms, dads, uncles. That only works so
Yeah,
many
I'd hate to
times.
put the same shipping address on that.
Yeah, you have to change it up a little bit, move around a little bit.
Send it to your neighbor.
Yeah,
Best buy a new PO box or something. Send it
yeah,
there.
yeah.
A lot of them use your
But
telephone.
yeah, they've got really good prices. I bought off them for a long time, the Webstront. But Philbilly's got a pretty good line on some dextrose up there,
Yeah.
pretty cheap.
So it's
I
it's all just all new learning curve for me because I've got an 80-gallon mash tun to work with,
right.
Right.
false
That's
bottom
all.
and pumps and
That's
chillers.
all.
Yeah, makes it nice.
Yeah. Well, with one that size, you don't have to cycle as much, like I was talking about. You can do the 80, and hell, you can run, you know 20. Say you run about 26 gallons each run out of that. You can get a couple of runs a day out of that. But I'd use that as a primary fermenter, and kind of do the secondary fermenting in your barrels, and just primary ferment that thing when it's ready. Just dump it into barrels and have them ready to run. And just keep working it that way, and just use that big fermenter to fill a couple 40, 50 gallon, 40 or 50 gallon barrels. Say it's an 80.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll fill a couple 40s or 50s, real quick, giving you a little headspace. But when you say 80, that's operating 80. It'll hold more, but you can
yeah,
run 80 gallon. Right, right, right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And he's
perfect.
he's got he's got signed up for a local watermelon festival. And he
Watermelon's
wants.
tough. That's a tough shine to make.
Well, I'm not going. I tried it once and failed miserably.
Well,
I
the
told
only
I
way you
told him I
can
wouldn't make it.
Well, no, tell him that you can make it, but it just has to be post flavored. Nobody gives a fuck anymore if it's post or
Yeah,
not.
that's what he's going to do.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to make him
nobody
a new.
cares anymore. Back in the early days, I mean, back in those days, you never even dreamed post flavor. That's cheating. That's like glycerin. It's just, like the worst thing you could do. And nowadays, nobody cares. If it's clear, it's clear. It doesn't matter, whatever. So you can get pretty good flavorings, through post
Yeah,
flavor.
he's on point with flavorings in the beer.
Yeah.
And I've tasted some of them different flavored beers, and they're pretty nice.
Well, you can. I think. Actually, I think Olive Nation makes pretty good watermelon. I've heard from a couple, but I'm sure there's a lot of others. I mean, I'm sure it's better than the slushy syrup, but I don't know. Where then. As far as concentrates where it falls. But Vintners also makes watermelon wine, and that's pretty always a good thing to infuse through. But you're not running an infuser, are you? You running a thumper, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking I saw a thumper on your setup. So I guess you got an infusion port on your thumper,
it's there.
and you got a drain on it.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, that's good.
I
That's what I have.
think the top of that thumper is probably way too thin to be putting an infuser on. So
Well, I mean, if you go with something lightweight, it won't be too bad. I mean, like a tall spool, those spools aren't really heavy, and you could get like a 12, 14-inch spool that would hold a pretty good volume, and you can also it's kind of like a splash guard. When you open up that valve, like on the top of your infuser, you got that valve. Okay, you're going into a spool, and at the top of the spool, you got a valve. And we were kind of talking about that earlier. so you can open up that top valve and you can feel that hose pull up and dump it. But even then, you can open up both valves and you might get a little bit of steam coming out. But I mean, you can just pour it directly through and you don't have to worry about it sputtering because you'll have a 2-inch pipe and it doesn't, it's a splash guard if you got a tall enough spool. So you can just directly infuse that way. You lose a little bit of steam and it might slow things down for a second, but
Yeah.
it doesn't amount to nothing.
Over on YouTube, Jason across, he said people have a hole in the bottom of a mason jar. Put a plug in,
You're
pull out
cutting
that
in and out.
plug.
You're cutting in and out, Lisa. Wait a minute.
What's your background noise somewhere? It sounds like wind or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I believe it's Mikey cruising around
he's driving. Yeah,
the back roads of Indiana.
I just checked
Yeah,
on
I put noise
YouTube.
reduction on.
I just checked on YouTube. There are a few comments over there. Jason,
I can't even hear you at all now.
My signal's still staying in there.
Jason, I scroll back. Jason, I'm drinking my peach brandy. It's not very peachy because I haven't added the Olive Nation to it yet. Post. Some people have.
Hillbilly Glass Barrel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's hopefully it's a silicone plug and not rubber because it's gonna taste bad if it's rubber. But I'd say that'd be perfectly fine. I mean, people seem to think running liquor is like a fucking pressure cooker, and you only got like 3 to 5 psi on a steel unless you got a lot of depth in your thumper and you got a pretty good system going. Maybe some smaller lines you might develop a little more pressure, but it's not that much.
Right.
I use that apple cider like you was telling me in this brandy, and that shit fucking turned out phenomenal for the post flavoring. I bought some flavors on Amazon, and
Yeah,
I tried them out, and they were ass. And then I just ended up boiling like a cup of simple sugar or simple
right.
syrup or whatever. And just added some of that to the jar, splashed it with that cider, and it was pretty
But
good after you strain the
yeah,
pulp off.
I saw your post on that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty delicious. Now, I will say it's very finicky. If you dust up any of that freaking that yeast bed in the bottom, you are not going to get no apple flavor to come through whatsoever. Because that
Yeah,
first time I did that stuff off the very top was fucking delicious. I mean, you didn't have to. I mean, it's one of the only things that I would say that I could actually taste it like very, very presently up front without post flavoring it. Like I could taste the cider from the thumper,
right.
all that stuff. That second run, shit, you didn't taste nothing from it because I dusted some of that yeast bed and I just went on. I was like, fuck it, I gotta have it. So that's what
Yeah,
I've got. Aging now, it doesn't taste very yeasty. It was only a little bit, but you could tell it definitely killed the shit out of that apple if you were to taste it.
yeah. Did you drink any of that apple wine?
Yeah, the shit before it went into the still, that was the best. Yeah, it was the only mash that smelled and tasted good enough, right? That's dead done. That I was like, oh yeah. I thought about getting one of them carbonation capsules or something and just bottling a couple of beers, but
Every mash, if it's successful, it should be a good enough beer to drink or a good enough wine to drink.
Nice.
And
yeah, I just don't the corn ones. I've done a few of them. I don't like beer anyway.
well,
And that
corn
shit's fucking
alone, I'm talking about more of a multi-grain. Corn alone, yeah, I kind of have to agree with you. It
yeah, that
might
shit's
not be
weird, man. It smells great, and it smells like a Corona or something like that. What you
right,
know,
right.
but when you go to drink it,
Yeah,
it
you
does
got to
damn
have a
sure
little
don't taste
malt.
like one.
Yeah, you need a little malt in there to make it. Yeah, but like all my brandies, man, it's like. But the apple brandy, I drank some apple brandy, and I drink quite a bit of apple beer or
Yeah,
apple wine that came off that, and I found out the hard way Man, if you ever get constipated, drink you some apple wine, apple mash, man. Fucking
Love the
man.
pomegranate juice. Get the apple wine.
Yeah, I mean, they need to give that shit people getting a prostate exam, man. Those work better than the medication they give you.
That's
No,
funny.
I mean, you'll explode, bro. But it is good tasting. You just don't want to get drunk on it because, man, it'll clear you out.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of
Mark
experimenting lately. I've
Rogers.
got me some grapes saved up, so I think I'm gonna try the grapes next time.
Now, I'd say that Mark Rogers peach shine's probably post flavored, and sugared up a little bit. But
It is. If you look at it, if you'll take a sip out of it and put the jar back on it, I know this from personal experience because I probably bought about $200 worth of that shit before I started making it. That damn sugar will recrystallize on the fucking lid of the jar. It's
yeah,
got so much sugar in it.
yeah,
It's got a ton in it.
they don't call it Sugar Lands for nothing.
Exactly.
That's a happy Grinch.
You better be careful screwing your lid on because that shit will fucking stick and you won't
Yeah,
get it off when that sugar's recrystallized on there. That's a bitch.
Adventure stuff's the same way.
so, Mikey, just red, white, and blue for your red. Are you using what red corn are you using? Jimmy Red or
Yeah, I believe it's Jimmy Red.
yeah? That seems to be a little better. A lot of people like it a little better than the Bloody Butcher.
I didn't like the Bloody Butcher.
It's earthy, but it's good in a combination. That's why some people, like an Amanda Palmer. If you got, it's a good combination, like of several. That's kind of what the Amanda Palmer that Bishop, tried to develop in it, and is try to get a several corn in one kind of cob going on. That way you can get a blend with on one cob. Brilliant idea, and it works to an extent, but it's still a little bit on the earthy side, and with some white, that Amanda Palmer, like with some good white or something, uh, works real well. Or some blue, that blue, sweet blue, it works real well with that too.
What about, have y'all ever tried the fucking hominy before? I know it's a type of corn or
Yeah,
something, but
hominy, yeah, it all works.
I went to the damn Mexican supermarket and they got cans of it, 6 pound cans for like $3. And I'm like, man, might have to try
Well, I
that.
mean, that's cheap, but think about 50 pounds of corn for 10.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just to have something different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I'm trying to do something different. Like I was thinking that maybe it would taste a little more fresh.
right,
So
right, right.
it's not
If
just
you
sitting
want
in a bag with a
fresh,
bunch of
if you
dust
want
on it.
fresh, don't buy cracked corn. If you want fresh, do not buy cracked corn. Buy whole kernel and crack it yourself when you're
Yeah,
ready to
that's what
run it.
I've
It's
been
just
doing.
like
But
coffee.
that's what I've been doing. But I still thought there might be like a level above.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what
I'm
I
sure
mean?
it's going to be a little different. I've never done hominy. I've done heirlooms that might be considered kind of like a hominy. I think Philbilly has some big ass kernel that might actually been a hominy. He didn't know it. Those
Right.
big, like the damn kernels are bigger than your thumb, fingernail, and those might have been maybe some offshoot of hominy or whatever. But um, I've never done a hominy like just buy a bag of hominy mix. I've always just, when I was doing that, I always just got the same old cornmeal, sugar, and boom. Uh
Right.
oh,
Well, this is
Mikey
in the
fell off.
can, so it's got the juice and all that shit in there. So
Oh,
that's why
it's coming in. How is it?
it's canned. It's just like you put it on a
Oh,
stove,
it's
heat it
like
up, and
regular.
it,
Okay, so it's like this canned kernels, like corn kernels
yeah,
that you
yeah.
okay.
So that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Maybe
I thought you were talking about like a hominy meal.
no, no, it's in a can.
Okay. Well,
So
either way, it's the same. Yeah. But
Whole
yeah,
hominy.
yeah. Huh?
Jeremy Stewart said he'll join us in a few. He's got
All
to go
right.
race the Buick. I don't
try to
think.
sneak in here, get me the stab stuff, so I can take a little smoke. I'm gonna go on mute for a second. TV's on.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him about that.
Ooh, I keep forgetting that's 110.
This is
Because I'm
100.
on live,
I'm getting
It
back
and you
tastes
don't want to
100.
be on the live, so
it
I'll
tastes
come
really
back.
it tastes really good, and then all of a sudden you get that I'm 110 in the back of your throat.
But I definitely try that. Mark Rogers Peach. I just every time I go to the liquor store, you know, I'm buying one thing, and that's
I,
Evan Williams or Elijah Craig.
I love Mark Rogers and the peach. I
I
don't
need
know.
to try that Elijah Craig. I tried the Woodford Reserve, and
And this
it
stuff right here,
wasn't.
the barrel proof, and this is 12-year-old barrel proof, small, and they make a small batch, but it's not as good as the barrel proof. This right here won the competition for the best bourbon in the world in this past year. But it wasn't this particular bottle. This is a B521. I think the one that won was like a couple of kegs from this. I've got one back there, but I'm not opening it. And it was like a C524 some shit. I
Right.
can't remember what the exact number was. It was something like that. But it won the Nash. It won as the best bourbon, hands down, amongst others. Even another um, of this that had a cask that was 952 or some shit, 920, I can't remember, 26 or some shit. And it was considered the best, and it might have been C 926, something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm half drunk, but it was considered the best. And this one went up against it in a bunch of others. I'm talking no limits to the cost of all of them. The top of the top shelf, they're right there one and it is hands down one.
I need to
Mark,
try a bottle of it because
yeah,
people, you get those people that's like, because in Kenny Glass or whatever, he did a private batch of that Woodford Reserve, and then you had all these. I had a friend, and he's had all these whiskey friends, and they're always talking about get the Kenny Glass Woodford Reserve, and so I
yeah.
mean, I went and tried a little bottle of it, and I mean, it was good. It's definitely better the shit than what I'm making, but I was like, it ain't that much better for me to go and try to spend that amount that they want for a bottle of it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's the thing about the bourbon in good you say C923 was it C923 was one I was trying to think of. The one I got is the now you're gonna make me get up and walk over here and find this
Don't
motherfucker.
get up. You ain't got to do that shit.
Yeah, I do, Jason. Can't remember, but it won. It beat it. It was like shit. Damn it! Here I go.
I
I'll
remember
be right.
I sent you something about it, and you had the numbers. Remember
Yeah,
that Elijah Craig, and I want to try that.
I'll be right back. I gotta put this fucking tannins up anyway. I pulled down a minute ago. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh man, but yeah, no, that Woodford Reserve. I know you've tried a lot of stuff, Lisa, but that Woodford Reserve, I didn't think it was much better than the old smoke he charred. So I was like, there's something off here. I was like, why in the world are people raving about this? I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. So that's why I bought that, is to get a little experiment going, or a little R&D, so I could figure out where I needed to head with whatever, because I'm gonna have to make a bourbon mash bill, and that's gonna be my first one. So
so I don't know what you guys are talking about. The Mark Rogers peach. I love Mark Rogers, but I had a buddy. His peach would kick its butt. It was a clear,
yeah.
he's dead now. But his peach could just kick butt. But I love Mark Rogers, so whenever I see it, I do grab his peach. That didn't sound right.
Yeah, I've drank it a few times, and I mean, it's real good. It's good stuff. I mean, it's good, but it's a little more sugary than I wish it was. I mean, if it was like 85 proof or something like that with the same flavoring in it, I think it would be much better. But I think that 70 just hits me like water now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My buddy, he
Excuse
made,
me.
that was the first peach I ever tried, and it spoiled me. It really did. His peach was magnificent, and his blackberry. Thing he would do with his blackberry juice is he mixed purple grape juice in with his blackberry when he ran it.
Yeah,
He didn't always just run straight blackberry. He had purple grape juice in there, Welch's grape juice that he used, and that was awesome. That tasted so good.
that
Well,
sounds
that's perfect.
delicious.
That's something I will try. I'll try
I
to.
was at my bar and I was trying to reach out and get something. I was trying to move over and get it, but I couldn't move. And I'm like, damn, am I that drunk? And I realized I was
Man,
nipping
you
on my
got
shoelace and I couldn't
superpowers
move
on the
my leg.
lives.
And I was like, I can't move. And I was
You don't
nipping
realize
on
it,
my
but sitting
shoelace.
down, the live gives you superpowers, man. I'm telling you, you'll be sitting here taking a sip out of the jar, and then it'd be like, all right, guys, see you later. Hop off the live, and you just look down at yourself, just like, what have I done? I'm
Yeah.
fucking plastered.
It's B523, and that's 124 proof. So I was telling you, they come out a little. So they probably went into that at 130, close to it. But yeah, it's B523. Now this one I was drinking is B521. So it was only
A couple barrels
it
older.
was the next door neighbor to this
Yeah,
in the Rick house. It probably 2 barrels above it or below it.
yeah.
That's
You know.
crazy.
It
But
was a
yeah,
bit
I mean, there's only so many bottles, out of each. It's barrel proof. So there's only probably a
right.
fifth of a gallon. So there's probably only 250 bottles that came out of that cask, and that's if it came out perfect. So probably closer to 220 bottles in existence.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, that's the one that blew the C923 away in the latest. Yeah, that's it. The B523. It won the. It beat out the C923 and a bunch of others. A bunch of.
I might not be able to get a bottle of
Yeah.
that exactly, but I'm gonna definitely try
Well, I
some
mean,
of that. I'm gonna try
you
some of their
you
stuff.
might find it. You might find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you might not know me like that, but I ain't
Well,
paying no crazy price right now. So I'll I mean, if it's if it's $50 or something like that, I'll go and snag something. But I mean, if it's over that, you can count me out for right now.
Yeah, it is batch instead of barrel.
Yeah, I won't either.
So maybe there is more
I'm
than
too
that.
cheap.
But it is batch instead of barrel. I thought barrel proof was out of barrel instead of like small batches. You're right.
I'm gonna spend more than 50, $60
So I wonder how many there are.
for
It
something.
might be a little easier to find than you thought. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm waiting on a $60 experience, and that's going to be with absinthe because I know
Well,
I'm
these
not going to fucking brew that at home. So
well,
I'll
this
spend the
bottle's
money on the
70 or 80.
absinthe.
Yeah, this bottle's 70 or
I
80.
can't
It's
wait to.
That's still not terrible. I mean,
no, I mean for an award-winning, one of the best bourbons you can put your lips
to
to.
just put it on the shelf and be like, I got one of those, drink it every now and again, or wait for a, whatever sort of moment.
Yeah, just about anybody, Toby.
That Alan Bishop, did you see his amethyst absinthe? Oh, that looked beautiful. It was a purple color.
Who's
Oh, beautiful. Alan,
Alan Bishop's?
yep, he had
Oh yeah,
amethyst
yeah, I saw it.
absinthe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait to try absinthe because I grow my own wormwood and lemon balm and ooh, I can't wait.
Well, you have all this stuff, see?
I can't wait to try it.
Yep. And you got your infuser now. You'll have to rig you up
That's
your
my
little
thing. I don't have a
basket,
place to
put it in
put it.
there.
I
Yep.
wouldn't be able to infuse it even if I did have all of the stuff
Screwed
for
up.
it. All
I don't know if
right, I'm gonna take this dab now. I'm gonna come back off mute in a sec. Here in a second.
I don't know if Cody, you saw that I have a still coming.
That's awesome.
I don't know if you saw it or not.
Did you
I
see
am
the one
going
Phil Billy been posting about with the square
The
diffuser?
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's cool.
Yep,
where
that's Lisa's.
That's pretty dope.
I'm
Yep.
going to be inadequate for a little while of running it and knowing what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a good go.
Oh hell, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'll make it. Uh, I'm pretty sure I'll make it. I got good people behind me, so.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to try like absinthe and tequila.
Especially if you got
Well,
all
they
those
do
botanicals.
batches a
Yeah.
year like that. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, I was like thinking these were like all different barrels. Well, wonder how this B521 and B523 and so I mean,
I sent you a link that has the thing for the Elijah Craig. It was a little while
yeah,
ago when we were
yeah,
talking about it. It
right,
tells you about the keg, the
right.
man.
Hmm.
It was on that Vine, whatever.
Yeah, I just thought that each barrel was labeled, and he's right. Each batch is labeled as a batch, not a barrel.
Oh,
But I just assumed since it's barrel proof that they weren't blending it with other barrels. You know, it was just one barrel that was barrel 523. Well,
run
fuck.
it
I guess I'm wrong.
the batch.
That's probably the legality part of it. Like a batch is a certain amount of gallons, I guess. They got to monitor, and they
Yeah.
probably
I
have
don't
to
know.
bottle it like that.
Well, I mean, he's saying they only do so many batches a year, and they do, hundreds of thousands, at least, probably tens of thousands, 100,000 a year. In my ears, it's like crazy. I got a eczema in my ear, and it's driving me nuts.
Right.
What's going on, brother?
Um,
Hey, Daniel Stevens. Who's that?
That's Peach's husband.
Yeah. Oh, she had a funny one I reposted today about a stinky coochie. Oh, I laughed hard at that.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I laughed so hard at that.
Yeah, they cracked me up.
I
I
don't-
seen the one about pushing the buttons. That's when I saw it there.
yeah, that one. Yeah, pushing the buttons. The other one, get my hands on you or something at the stove, and he's like, "Hoo hoo hoo," coming up singing the songs in the background, and he goes right by her and heads for the M&Ms or whatever was in there. I thought I'd
You want a new steel for Christmas, huh?
die.
Yeah, Lisa's getting a new steel for Christmas.
Yes. Oh, I'm so thrilled. It's
well,
actually
guys, it's been good hopping on and talking with you. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
hop off here because I've got a pot of
Damn, I'm glad you
water.
said that. Poor Mikey been sitting there. I'm sorry, Mike. I've been over here digging out bottles of Elijah Craig and learning about batch versus barrel. God damn it, I thought that was barrels.
I got a new cook pot, so I got to use it on the stove. I can't put it in my moonshine room, so I'm doing bigger batches now. So I have to go in the kitchen and stir the shit out of this for like an
Hey,
hour. So
tell you what, if you got an infrared burner, glass top stove with an infrared burner, those are good even heaters, man. I mean, I've used that on my Vever, and it's a very good even heat. It's a good heat.
right, right. Well, yeah, that's what I've got, man. So I'm gonna go in here and work it up and see how
Good
it does
hell,
with this
brother.
bigger pot.
Can't get some bitch up.
Yeah, it's all the way turned up. So I'm gonna go cook this mash off, but
All
I'll
right,
catch
man.
y'all on the next one. I'll hit you up. All
All right, brother.
right, bye, guys.
Have a good
have a good
weekend,
night.
man.
I'm gonna search up our New Hampshire liquor store and see if they have that Elijah Craig.
Oh, it's the best. I love it. But it's 70 to 90, depending on, probably 70 to 80 most places you go. I paid a little more for this one just because it had the number on it. I wanted that,
Right?
I wanted that batch number.
They have a thing. It'll tell you if you want to go to this certain one. It'll have what they have in stock, and they'll even tell you if
Right,
they
right.
have stock.
Cool.
If I can push the buttons right.
Hey, push the right button. Can you hear us, Mikey?
I'm good at pushing buttons. It's just the
Oh,
right one.
I'm damn good at pushing buttons. I am very good at button pushing.
Search. It comes, lady. I don't know what you're talking about. Elijah Craig, barrel aged, nothing.
Yeah, I'd like to have a new keg for Christmas. It's a big 4-inch port in the top, drain in the bottom. Two ports on the side, two elements.
Elijah
Ready to go.
Craig, small batch.
Now the small batch is different than this is the barrel proof.
Yeah, small batch, $17.
Yeah, the small batch is probably the best value. It tastes damn good and it's inexpensive and it's like that bottled and bond, Evan Williams bottled and bond. It's probably one of the best values in the industry. Heaven Hill makes some good shit. That's one of my favorites. I like Woodford, and all that they produce. But that Heaven Hill distillery, man, they put out some good juice.
Private barrel. Elijah Craig, barrel proof. Private
Right.
barrel. Toasted barrel. PGA edition. And that's it.
Barrel proof.
Elijah Craig, barrel proof private barrel.
Now, I don't think it's private barrel. I think private barrel is when you go in there and you just pick out a barrel. You can stave out a few and then pick a barrel that you want, and you can just buy the whole barrel.
$84.99.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's barrel proof.
Elijah Craig small batch PGA edition.
Probably small batch PGA, probably 28.
94 proof.
90,
94 proof. $36.99.
36. I was gonna say 90 some dollars. You gotta be kidding me. That PGA, they milking that shit. They using
Elijah
that.
Craig toasted barrel, private barrel, $99.99.
Cool.
It doesn't even have a picture.
Damn,
They
I've
couldn't
not even
even
heard of
afford
that.
the porn.
Yeah, Lacey is. She's gonna make some killer stuff, man.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
I
wait
don't
to
know.
shitty
It'll be
shit.
tough to decide which is better, her gin or her absinthe. But I have a feeling that both are going to be top notch.
I'll
And
do
and
that.
the spiced rum probably make a pretty damn good spiced rum too, because she's into the spice and the herbs and all that stuff. I can see her really excelling at those.
I can't wait to try something like that. And
Sorry I didn't get you in sooner, Mikey. I didn't see you. They had me running all over the house looking for damn Elijah Craig barrel numbers. Batch numbers. I thought it was a fucking barrel number, but it's a batch
I
number.
got all my chores done now. Got the
Uncut,
fire
straight
going.
from the barrel. Damn it, they say straight from the barrel line, motherfucker.
I don't know if Toby wanted a link or not. He says, "Can anyone shoot the poo with you all?"
Well, I figured
I'm trying to keep my eye on the God.
he ain't talking. Does he want in?
I don't know.
You
That
got
was
you gotta let me know, man. Don't expect me to read between the lines, because okay, he sent me a damn link or post. Fucking, about 10 minutes ago. Sorry, Toby. I'm not. I have my one page open and I look at just the StreamYard and the comments on it. I don't even have anything else on. If I guess I could minimize that and
I
do
commented on the YouTube that I was over here checking comments and that I had missed everybody on YouTube. So I keep bouncing back and forth and checking.
okay. Here we go. But sorry about that, brother. Man, I didn't. I didn't know you wanted in, and I seen you sent me the message, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even look at Facebook while I'm on here. I just focus on those comments over there and try to keep up with what's being said. Man, you start getting old. I used to be able to multitask pretty damn well, but now, man, it's like doing good, do what I'm doing.
Well, you get a lot going on. You have a lot of screens to look at.
Yeah, yeah. I've got minimized. I've got, let's see, I've got StreamYard. I've got the YouTube page open. I've got the Twitch page open. Actually, I got the Twitch page open. I've got Copper Steel Outlaws. I got Moonshine Militia. I've got Rock Gut. I got Distilling 101. I got DIY Shine. You know, yeah, I got every group open.
It sounds like you got everything open but your damn legs.
Yeah, I keep him shut.
I'm being a good girl.
Yeah.
You went last night.
It wasn't.
She was wild as a buck last night.
It was. That was fun.
Ooh.
Still hurt. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I don't know. I went down to visit with Wayne here today, and I went on my motorcycle, and so I started setting. I left Wayne's, and I came over to my dad's, and we number on a couple of jars. He went to bed. Him and Mom went to bed, and I'm sitting at their house fucking drunk.
Well, damn, man, when you tell that story, I'm waiting for you to tell me something bad that happened. You know, it's like the way he said it. Like, I'm waiting to say, well, what happened to the motorcycle? Did it fall over or what? You cutting in and out, bro. I was gonna say, I hope you didn't trash that fine looking bike. What'd you say? Is it 2014? Your bike, 2014 model?
I like it.
Huh? Kobe. Nod, yes or no? 2014? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
All right. Is your Harley, is that a 2014, did you say?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Silly game when I tell you.
Fucker.
I'm attached to a speaker, and I think there's a mic on the speaker. And if I get too far from
Yeah, I can hear you. You gotta stay close, man.
yeah, I gotta stay close to that speaker, don't I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine right there.
But because my iPhone, man, this thing, damn, it's tore up.
What happens with those microphones? You get they're noise canceling mics. So if you get too far away from the mic, it thinks it's noise and it cancels you out because it's not getting enough input. So you know that's what happens with those.
And so I gave my dad this jar. It was the same jar that I've got. I gave him half of it, and he drank.
The private barrel Logic Craig is the single barrel. Okay, so that individual barrel then. Cool. I thought hell like a dumbass. I thought there was like barrel numbers on there.
Y'all like sardines? There's some sardines here. I think I'll open them up.
Now, if you buy Roaming Man from Sugarlands, it's numbered barrel and batch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Elijah Craig. I want a refund. At least a refill. I want to take my empty bottles in as proof. By God, it says right here, uncut straight from the barrel. By God, now I'm hearing it's blended. I want the refill. I want a private barrel refill.
Yes. That stuff is pricey.
So everybody got your Christmas shopping done?
Oh,
I've got all
Yeah.
the big stuff bought. I've got some more stocking stuffers to get. Hopefully, I can find more Amazon snipe deals. Pow, pow, pow. I'm so glad to find that. Save a little money.
I give out cash. Cash and weed.
Yeah, gift cards are nice. Yeah, get
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
want. Here you go. Get what
yeah.
you want.
They can
But I
get.
try to listen to what people say during the year and listen to what
Mhm.
they say they need, and I wish I had this. I need this for if I had this or something like that, and
Yeah.
try to pick up on things like that that they don't think of as a Christmas present, but want. Yeah,
My son loves the after Christmas deals, so he'd rather have cash so he can go shopping and catch the little deals and feel like he's getting,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I'm a Black Friday freak. I love it. And Cyber Monday maniac, man.
Yep.
I like it. That's why I buy both on that weekend. I probably did 85% of my Christmas shopping in those 3 days. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days.
Yeah.
I did probably most all my Christmas shopping in those 4 days.
My boyfriend got a wicked deal on his truck tires. You get like $100 rebate with Visa card and stuff. So $800
For
just
those that don't know it,
hmm?
yeah, I like getting them rebates.
Yeah. Yeah, you get some nice tires.
Hell yeah.
So he was happy.
A lot of them get like the fourth tire free or something.
Yeah, I don't know how he worked it or what it came down to, but it was like $800 in the beginning, and he paid like 500 in the end
Yeah, that's
for
awesome.
all four tires the
Yeah.
same.
So that's probably like 40% off, 40 some percent off. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's like a Bridgestone, I think.
25% off. Buy three, get one free.
That's the way I wish I had it, Jason. I got a daughter. I got to buy for her. So
I just give cash, give a bag of
got to
set
buy
them up
for the
for a few
kiddo.
months.
Huh?
I just give them money and give them a big old bag of weed, so
Yep.
they're all happy. They don't have to buy weed for a couple months, and
Yep. Yeah,
I
it's
want,
be
I want,
cool.
I want on her Christmas list.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you a stocking to fill.
the feel. Oh, I hate to buy that stuff, so I can grow. Maine, it's legal, so I can grow
Yeah.
my own. And I
It's
grow
awesome.
make me all year.
Yeah. I've done that before too, but it wasn't exactly legal.
Yeah, yeah. It's just been the past few years that I've been legal.
Shit, I smoked on one plant for 4.5 years, man.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
you Missouri.
Got burnt out on it though. I mean, it didn't work as much. I'd had to every once in a while buy a little something different,
yeah.
to
Different. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
break up the monotony and get a
Yeah, I
little
always grow different plants.
yeah, yeah.
Days.
Funny how that works, and you get a I guess an immunity to it after a while, and smoke something different, smoke just a quarter ounce or something a little different, then boom, all of a sudden that other shit's just like new again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Saved a bunch of seeds. I done a seed run, and I saved a bunch of seeds. So I had a few people ask me for seeds. I call them not tomato seeds.
yeah. What's going on, Wayne?
Hello?
They're not tomatoes.
What's going on, Wayne?
Hello?
Yep. Hello.
Hey, Lisa, where are you at?
I'm in Maine.
She's in
Maine.
Maine,
Oh wow, man, you're fucking up there. Okay.
next to New Hampshire.
right on the edge of New Hampshire.
So when you gonna be sending me a lobster?
A lobster.
Yeah.
A couple of them
Oh,
would be nice.
I just had a fisherman's platter the other day. Usually I get one for my birthday, and I didn't. So I got one the other day, and I ate on it for like 3 days.
lobster for days, man. That's
Yeah,
just sickening.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I want to do it.
yeah. And the fried clams and the scallops and shrimp, and
I love
they
it.
did a big old pile of it. It came in like two of those big.
Like a big old soft shell crab. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm,
She's gonna stuff that infuser with some keef.
yeah, see how that works.
Yeah, yeah.
It must not be easy because nobody's done it. You
It
know.
is. Everybody's done it.
Hey,
I
mama.
mean, hell, we were doing that shit back when I was a child, man. That was one of the best things. Is just soak it, I mean, just soak it in there. I mean, it's just keep shoving weed in there and leave it for a few days and then drain it out and drink it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. See
You
that
But
okay?
the tincture, and you
but
boil it down until it's black and it's
right,
oily. I've done
yeah,
that.
yeah. See, we used it in ISO 2 machines. You'd use alcohol with the ISO 2s back in the day. I mean, you can buy those in a bag of the comic books and stuff in the back of the top detective books and all
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
You'd see all those ads in the back. You could get the moonshine steels and the ISO 2 machines and all this shit. I mean, I guess those were Stampede back in the day, weren't they? Steels. I mean, they've been around forever. Who was it that advertised in the back of the comics and all those magazines back in the day? The 70s and 80s, but you'd always see those moonshine steels and ISO 2 machines. And these ISO 2 machines, you would, put your weed in there and it heated the alcohol in a controlled environment. It had like two chambers that percolated the alcohol
yeah,
up into the, marijuana chamber, and then it refluxed back down into it, and then evaporated off, and I think there was acid involved too in the process and stuff. So it was a little bit, but it made some really good oil, back in
you
the
have the
day.
press. The press that you mount it to your bench. It's got to
Right?
be bolted down, and you put your weed in that little parchment paper, and you press it
Oh
down.
yeah,
Dabs come
yeah.
out.
Oh hell
Got
yeah,
that. Make our own dabs.
yeah,
It's pretty potent.
yeah. I saw people doing that with like T-shirt making presses and stuff.
Yep, yep. We
Yeah,
do it with them hair curlers the girls use.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen them do that. It's what do they call it? The resin, making rosin and resin,
Rosin, yep.
rosin.
Live resin and rosin.
Yep, yep. Yep, and then they do the BHO with the butane.
Yes, yeah. We have that glass tube with a hole in the end, and you put the
Yeah, I've seen people do that in 2 liter jugs.
yeah.
Make the BHO, but
Yeah,
we didn't. We stuck with alcohol. We didn't. We didn't do any of that crazy shit. Yeah,
yeah.
we did. We just did alcohol, and it
That
was always
butane.
green as hell. But if you use really high proof, like 190 plus, you can maintain that amber color,
Yep.
the true
Yep.
amber color. The second you get some water in there, it chlorophylls up and turns green.
The
So
the dabs that we make are really amber color. They're looks like cherry infused whiskey. The color of
well,
it.
that's its natural color. When
Yeah.
you press it out like that, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's not changing. That's actually one of the best ways to do it. You deoxycar decarboxy decarboxes
Decarbonization.
decarbon I can yeah, that word.
Decarbonization.
I've pronounced a lot of big chemical words, but decarboxylation or something. Yeah,
Lization. Decarbonization.
yeah, deoxycarbonization or
Yeah.
decarb
250 in
decarbo.
an oven
Yeah,
for a little while.
Cody's probably sitting there watching, laughing.
He's like, damn fuckers.
Those stupid fuckers. They don't know what. Yeah,
But
but
my
yeah,
dabs, when we make the dabs, they're really pretty amber color. You can almost see through them, you know, when you hold it up.
Yeah, they're nice.
Little
Yeah,
rock.
we used to make some pretty good resin and stuff.
Yeah,
Yep,
I like the dab.
hash oils.
Quick.
I don't know if I told you all the story. I had a buddy of mine up in Cincinnati. He used to grow, and he had a nice attic grow, and I helped him and another buddy in college, learn about it and how to detect between male and female early on, things like that, and proper nutrients, how to pinch them back, and fem and fib, and all these techniques and stuff, and how to get them produce more. I'm pretty good at that, and they he was growing in his attic, and he made some really good stuff for the day. He went to Amsterdam and smuggled seeds back. It was he did it just because he wanted to go to Amsterdam, but that was his excuse to go over there. It was just to get seeds and get started in the biz. And trying to figure out what year that was. That would have had to been late, no, early 90s, yeah.
In the
And
late to mid '80s, we went to Washington State up there to Oregon and on the edge, and got caught and brought them back. And, that was a
yep.
big boost.
So he came back with these, and he made some. Oh, that's where I was going with this. He made some oil, and he was one of my buddies. We did the ISO2 stuff, so he knew how to do it. But it's a little bit fast forward, like 10 years in technology and better methods. So he makes this hash oil, and he turns it into brownies. He does these hash oil brownies,
Mhm.
and it was super concentrated. He's all, we're gonna get fucked up. He concentrated the shit out of it. He had all kinds of weed. He's happy as fuck. He's got big, huge buds, and it's like, harvest day, happy time. I got plenty to waste, and he really concentrates the shit out of this oil he made, and it was good weed for the day. Really top notch Dutch weed. So he brings them down, and he and I eat some, and we go out to the strip clubs and just run around drinking, swarping, and my ex comes in and she sees them. She sees the brownies there, and she's like, "Oh, brownies!" So she has her brownie, not knowing that it's magic brownies. And so my buddy's starting to feel a little funny, and he's like, "Man, I'm starting to feel bad on this, man. I'm starting to trip, and I'm my heart." And he's worried, and he's like, you're gonna have to take me to the hospital." I'm like, "Damn, man, what am I gonna do? I'm pulling up to the door, and I'm gonna drop you off and run. Once I get you in there, and I don't know what I don't want to get in trouble too. I'm tripping too. We're all freaking out, and." He's like, "Man, I don't know. Well, let's get home. Maybe we'll feel better. Let's just get you on the couch. We'll mellow out." And so we get back home, and we go in, and my ex is like, "What's in those brownies?" Yeah, then I told her, okay, so she's tripping, he's tripping, they're both freaking out, So yeah, it's like ruining my buzz. I'm just kidding. I'm not like that, but I was worried about him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and he's tripping, and she's freaking out, and I'm like, fuck, and I'm freaking out because they're freaking out. I was fine until they started freaking out. Now I'm worried about me and them too.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, I am the voice
So
of reason.
yeah, so it well, it starts getting a little better. You start coming down a little bit. After a few hours, what are we gonna do? We were tripping for quite some time, and so we started feeling a little better. And he's like, "Man, fuck that! I'm not eating any more of that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah,
It was a trip. I never, it was literally like a trip. It was
edibles.
different.
Edibles are different than smokable.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was something
Right.
different than I've ever experienced with marijuana. Period. And I smoked a lot of good stuff, and it wasn't anything like that.
No, edible
So
different.
yeah. So he throws the rest of it out. It's in like an aluminum foil wrapped up, you know. He throws it out, and the next morning I go out to throw something else away, and there's a dead possum about 2 foot from my dumpster, and it's got like aluminum foil and its little paws, and it'd been eating. Yeah, it ate that shit and tripped till it died, and everybody's like, "Oh, that possum was just playing possum," like I'm an idiot. Like I don't know that some bitch is deader than 2 o'clock. Yeah, like no, it's dead in Kelsey's nuts, man. That son of a bitch is gone, man. And it was deader than 10 o'clock, man. It ate that shit and died. Now, it's hard to kill a fucking possum with
Yeah.
a toxin. I mean, they can handle some high end toxins and poisons and shit.
I mean,
I mean, they can eat
in a
rat poison and
coma.
just smile at you, and beg for more.
They
You
do.
know, it fucking killed that some bitch deader than hell. And he didn't eat a whole lot of them either. So we're all like, damn, what the fuck? We're like, we had a near death experience yesterday, man. And we were like, this yesterday was faces of death up in here. Dude, it was bad.
Buddy of mine had a loaf pan, and it had a thing of hash in it. He had bought like a quarter pound of hash,
Yeah.
and he had a loaf pan with it. Well, he was paralyzed and he had a chair, and he had a Doberman and a beagle. And the Doberman jumped up there and grabbed that hash, and he ate the hash. Well, it took a little while, and the Doberman started to
Now, is
puke.
this a Cheech and Chong movie or what?
Well, the Doberman was
Saw a
starting
little
to
motherfucker around for 3 days.
puke. The Doberman puked. And before Ron could wheel his wheelchair over there, the little beagle ran in and ate it. So he had like phases of the dogs tripping in his house
Oh, hell.
because the Doberman got so sick it puked, and then the beagle ate it and got so sick it puked.
Oh, man, that's
And it was
hilarious.
like going around. But
So
he
a
was
week later, it's
hilarious.
like, hey, Lisa, what we smoking? Mostly Doberman with a little beagle.
The little beagle makes cheer.
Uh,
But he was in a
I
wheelchair.
love that fucking movie, man.
By the time he could wheel his ass over there and get it, get it away from him, the little beagle, she's quick. She can get her little beagle butt in there.
Yeah,
But it was funny as we
I
used to
bet the
get them.
beagle was
Had
bugging, man.
the gold stamp on it, the hash things. We had the gold stamp on it.
Yeah,
It had the little guy with the towel head with the camel
yeah.
behind him on the stamp, little gold stamp.
So Lisa's over here selling Dober dabs and
Ah,
beagle buds.
Chasing the
uh,
fucking Doberman around.
yeah, I've smoked out of an apple before. I liked it.
It is.
It
That's
was cool.
yeah.
Matter of fact, that might be a way to make some smoked apple brandy. That's another way to smoke your apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many people smoke apples and make brandy. I accidentally gave up one of my little secrets and it.
Oh,
Dehydrate them, smoke them.
smoke them. Yeah, to dehydrate them. Applewood.
Yeah,
Use applewood to smoke them.
yeah. Using dehydrated fruits takes a lot of the water out of it and allows you to concentrate the flavors. Because you can take an apple and dehydrate it and add apple juice and have a lot more apple flavor than you started with. Because you're taking out all the water and you've added the juice with some water, but you're adding more flavor in than what it had before. And anytime you can do that, you can improve on it.
With me, I just can't wait to be able to make my own medicine. To say I go buy it,
Yeah, you'll
buy
be
it,
able to make some tinctures now too.
make my own tinctures without having to go anywhere. I'll be able to, like my
So
grand.
you can soak it in that infuser and got that little drain port now. You can do a lot of Yep.
Put some burdock root in there and nice clean for your blood system, your lymphatic system, you know. Yep. Doesn't do much for the taste, but you know, makes it good for
Yeah.
you. I can't wait to make sumac shine. It's gonna be one of my first things.
Yeah, I'm
Sumac.
you're gonna have to start saving get some of them little jars. I don't have any close to me. They've got some little mason jars on Amazon. I'm giving up another secret for just a few
Yep.
that are listening. So if you're listening, yeah, this is a perk for listening. But they've got these little mason jars, and it's got like a little handle on it. And I buy them by the case, and it's like a little shot glass with a lid, and it's a mason jar
Yep.
with a little handle.
Yep.
And it's cute as fuck, and they're like 30 some cents a piece.
You can get the salt and pepper shape.
30 cents. Now, yeah, you can buy a little bit bigger ones, and they
Yep.
got lids that's got the hole. Now, you can drill holes in the lids and make a salt and pepper shaker of these too,
Yeah.
but yeah, they got little lids with them, and they're like 30 cents a piece, and they're awesome,
Yeah. Can't wait to try the sumac shine because it's lemonade. You know,
But
it's so
all your
good.
samples, you can
Yeah.
put all of them in those little jars, just save a little sample of each different thing you got in the shot and
Send them out.
send them to
Yep. I can't wait to be able to send somebody
send
wallet
some samples.
and be proud of it. You know, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
proud of it whether it's crappy or not.
that's definitely one of the perks of being in the industry and being in the limelight is you get to do a lot of exchanging with what you make with what others make. That's good stuff. I've shared mine with Mike and his with me. Festivals, sit there and drink a few and burn a few. It's a good time, wasn't it, Mikey?
I'm going to Ohio tomorrow for that.
Are you?
Yeah, I need to. I don't need to go make a Christmas purchase.
Awesome. Well, at the end of the week, I'll be in Old Fort, South Carolina, handing out presents to children there,
Yeah,
the
that's really
victims of the
cool.
flood and stuff. So that'll be fun.
I'm surprised Dan hasn't popped in. He
I
was
am too. Actually, I should send him an invite.
he was at some
I'm bad
equestrian.
about that.
He said he was doing the rescue, ambulance thing, whatever, standby at
Yeah,
some equestrian event.
yeah.
Was the last I saw of him. Uh, he hadn't popped in because I tried to look up the equestrian event because I love horses. I grew up with horses, so I tried to look up the equestrian.
Yeah, yeah. It's where I live is like
Yeah,
not the racehorse mecca of the world. It's bluegrass where all the
yeah, yeah,
thoroughbreds, the best of the best.
yeah,
Coming from here,
yeah, Kentucky.
the Derby, and yeah, famous for horses, whiskey, and women.
Don't mix the three.
That's the three best things to come out of Kentucky: horses, whiskey, and women.
The other day, the post I made something about your earlobes are the same distance apart as your nipples, and I said, "Don't stand on your head because the two should meet."
That's
And
funny.
my son got so embarrassed.
Oh, now you got me thinking here. I'm like pulling out the
Yeah,
right
there's
angle. Where's my
the line.
square at? Where's my square?
Doing the lineup.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
square it out here.
I just thought it was funny. It's like, don't stand on your head because the two should never meet.
That's funny.
Folks, I got to go to bed. I want to say good night.
Well, good night, Mike.
Yeah, it's about bedtime for Bonzo too.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're gonna make it a wrap. Oh hell, he just bye
He's out.
bye. Later, Mikey.
Good night, Mike.
I look forward to trying some of that, but it's gonna be, I guess, ghost labeled at
Yeah.
first, but hopefully we'll get to try some of it later. He makes good shine.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
drank some at far in the bottle. We sat there and got drunk. Got pretty wild. Couple nights. Had a good time. Mikey's a great guy. Yep. All right, Lisa. Well, I guess we're gonna call it a wrap. It's another
Well,
good Saturday night. I
it
guess next week I'll be gone, so you and Roger will have to sit here and I'll have to live stream from there on my phone, and
there you
me
go.
and Dan and his buddies probably be partying down next Saturday at 8. I guess hopefully we'll be done handing out presents. I think we're going to do that most during the earlier in the day, and I don't know if we'll be done by 8 or not, but if not, we'll
Yeah, I'm sure.
log on and maybe show a little bit of the kids getting presents and telling
Yeah.
Santa what they want for Christmas.
Yeah. Being in personality, you know.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'll be old Saint Nick. So it'll be a good time. Definitely, definitely a feel good thing. It'll be worth it. It's
Mm.
definitely worth the time and the drive for sure.
My boyfriend, he looks a lot like you, and he puts a Santa hat on, and he has the red and black checkered, hunting jacket,
Oh yeah,
and he'll be going in through Walmart just doing his shit, and some kid will be sitting in the cart, and he'll look at him, and just the jaw drop,
right.
and he'll go, shh.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I get that all the time. I'll be going through there and in the grocery stores where I'll get it,
Yeah,
and I go up and I grab a package and I'm looking at it with my glasses down trying to read, and them kids.
yeah.
And they're pointing at their mom and dad, and they're like, "No, no," and I'm like, "It's okay," and
It's all right.
do the ho 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 thing,
Yeah.
smile.
Tim always puts the Santa hat on. He's got that red hat he wears
Yeah,
all the season. And there you go.
I guess I should have had mine on.
There you go.
Oh, oh, oh. Don't work very well over Toppy's headphones, but it's still the caparoo.
There you go.
Everything's
Little
backwards in this camera. It's awful damn weird. Wow, that's weird.
little bit of blush on your cheeks, so you get the rosy.
Yeah, well, I got enough rosacea. I don't have to worry about wearing the blush. I got the rosacea. Almost fire on my face.
Drink a little bit so that.
Yeah, that definitely brings it out for sure on my nose too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happens every winter. If you start drinking a little bit and that nose turns red, I think that's how the story started. All right, sweetheart. We'll see you next week.
Yes,
Jump in here
sir.
with Roger, get his ass up, and get
Yep.
him on here, and because I can't do the live feed with my phone, I don't think,
Yep.
So
Well, I'll help you as much as I can.
get him primed up and prodded, and make sure he's at it.
I'll help you as much as I can. Everybody
Well,
watching. I think Jason's the only one watching now.
probably.
Maybe
All right, y'all.
Bennett.
If I don't see you next week, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas. And
Yes.
we'll definitely see you before New Year's. I don't want to see what New Year's Day is. New Year's Day is on a Wednesday, Tuesday night, 31st, Wednesday the 1st. So, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be 27th and 28th, I guess, Friday and Saturday night. Probably not get a lot of people watching and stuff. A lot of people doing the family thing, and that's
Yep.
awesome. But to those that aren't, we will probably be here.
Yep.
All
I'll
right. Well,
have
everybody have a great weekend. What's left of it. We'll
love you guys.
see you Wednesday on Shine Talking Shots and Q&A. So get your questions ready.
Hillbilly Glass Barrels. He's watching.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't tell us who's watching. I wish the hell it'd tell us. The only way we can tell who's watching is by who's commenting.
Well, he just commented. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I know. That's how I can tell. And so here's another. You just missed one from. That's all. Yep. Well, we'll see you guys.
Night.
Tune in. Tune in. I guess Wednesday.
Yes. Love y'all.
Shine on.
Night.